And the devils are here. Yes. Hello, everyone. What is this voice I'm doing? And welcome to Firebrand Academy. I believe tonight is episode 4. This is our big. I was gonna say our big boy send up. This is our big boy send up. This is big boy season. The fuck I'm a little loopy right now. My apologies. Got a bit of a headache. It's throwing me off my game. We're bringing you Monday energy on Friday with our wonderful powered by Zweihander send up of cartoons from Japan where people punch each other and then they have feelings about it. Welcome, friends. Welcome. Before we get started, as ever, I need to give a little bit of a shout out here. But it's not Sunday. It's Friday.
Yeah.
It is hashtag Firebrand Fridays, y'all. And tonight, as we get started here, this is episode 4, Art of Fighting. That was my... Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure what... Wow, off to a great start tonight. Real quick, though, I actually want to say, because I just saw in the chat, it's Ghouli's birthday. So, like, yo, happy birthday.
Hope Maximum sends you a cake.
Had to restart Stream Deck.
You ran fast.
It's a whole situation. I missed the countdown.
You numed.
Okay, sorry.
Everybody.
You're quite all right.
Go.
I'm trying to go. An excerpt from a classified post-surgical report transcript, origin unknown.
Sure.
Subject is stable following the procedure. The grafts are already beginning to heal at a startling rate. Current estimate anticipates full bonding within the next 17 hours. Subject will remain sedated during this time as a precaution. Attempts to directly interface with the items recovered at Site 717 continue to be thwarted. We will know more once the subject wakes up. For now, we wait. It seems almost cruel to offer someone such a burden and call it a gift. Euphemisms like subject can only protect a mother's heart so much. But for this project to succeed, for the future of our people, of all people, there are burdens we must each bear. Perhaps this is just the fatigue of a 4-hour surgery speaking, or perhaps I've just been listening to the cowboys' nonsense too much. But there can be no room for doubts. The relics, as the stuffy man in the government suit called them, are our best hope. Subject will need guidance. We cannot risk them being led astray. Dr. Boskatovich tells me that an icon has been chosen, a beacon, who we will make shine brighter than the North Star. God forgive us for what we must do. We open right where we left off with Montgomery, globular etch-sketch in hand, outstretched from his bed. Like, that's the shot we open up on, is like that globe being like stretched out towards the camera. And then we go to a wider shot and we see in the room with him, there is a cake, not cake, but a cake. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Yeah, you always got my back, Connery. There is a cake, mostly eaten, as well as our good boy Artyom, busy stuffing it into his wonderful gullet, and the ever present. Oh my god, I just forgot your character's name. I'm the worst GM ever.
It's on a frame, so if you forget it, it's there.
Esme.
I forget it too sometimes. It's all right.
Deep breath. It's gonna be one of those nights, folks. Buckle the fuck up. And Esme, who was recently caught off guard, as our good friend says, I believe this is yours, right?
She puts down her plate of cake.
How did you get your hands onto it?
How did you know it was mine, Gramps?
Well, I'd seen you playing around with it a couple of times. Sorry, it's you know.
No, but what he said.
But where did you find it?
Yes, the one of the art classrooms. Actually, I was getting supplies in there, and it was in one of the cabinets in there. Sorry, I just assumed that you maybe left it in there. I know that you have like an art class with Mr. A Striker.
No, I have an art class with Mr. You know what classes I take? Wow.
I've seen you in the class, Esme. It's okay. I tend to blend into the background. People just tend to kind of not notice me. It's I'm really used to it.
Oh no,
Oh
it's
my
just
God, it's me in class with
normally.
you.
It's just normally, you know, people don't remember or care that I'm there either. So no, I'm so sorry. Thank you.
Artyom is trying to sniff out horse shit here.
I already tried, and she thinks he's genuine. as
Sure.
hell.
Let me
Sweet
take a
boy.
quick look at.
Scrutinize
I
might
have
be
things.
either scrutinize or maybe
This,
guile could be used to detect if somebody's lying as well as lie.
this feels like it's a scrutinize.
Scrutinize.
Yeah, hit me up with a scrutinize. The thing of it is he's so disarming. You're actually doing this at a -20.
Jesus. All right, so that is
'Cause
a
something
hard
about
task.
him seems very trustworthy.
So this is gonna be a hard task, which
Like
is
you're in his
Oh,
room.
fuck.
Your hero is just in here. You got a mouthful of cake.
You love him.
Well, you found it. You found it in our room. We'll have to investigate other rooms. This seems very strange.
What the hell did you roll?
97.
Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, this dude seems like just. He's got a face you can trust.
Yeah.
You know?
Thank you.
You feel like you could tell this guy fucking anything.
Do you draw anime in art class?
No.
Do you like anime?
What we were going to arrange
But,
Stellar
yeah,
Age
you-
watch party.
Yes, and you know, I would really love to see that, especially since, you know, Maximum is part of that whole show. I
Yes,
think
we
it would
can
be-
skip straight forward to season 2 when he shows up. For season 1, not as important.
Oh, okay. Cool. And you guys will catch me up, certainly. There's a part of me that wants to go, yeah, I mean, season 1 was just a 6-episode OVA, so it's like, it's kind of almost a movie.
The backdoor pilot.
Yeah, you know, like...
My brain's watching a lot of Farscape, so when you keep saying backdoor pilot, it's a weird porno, and I'm sorry.
Whoa!
Well, you gotta get to the neural cluster somehow.
Oh, really cutting off somebody's arm here. Who? Ooh. Jesus Christ.
You're welcome.
Hey, I'm Ronnie
I'm in
Dangerfield over here, and I love Farscape. Fuck, focus.
Doesn't isn't a fan of the character Max plays. So, but we should still watch. We could still watch all of it together.
Yes.
Maybe after class that would be great, because and he like kind of like glances at his watch, because like I know we had the whole thing with the arm exams this morning, but we're coming up on, you know, the evening or the afternoon classes.
Oh, yes,
so-
true.
Can I have your phone number?
She already whips it out. The
Yeah,
tumor of
absolutely,
charms.
Absolutely. Here you go. Boop, boop, boop,
Oh.
boop. So like, yeah, the exchange numbers.
I will get it from her. He holds up his, like, fucking Nokia.
Oh God.
He's got an old ass flip phone.
Okay, at least it's not a brick. It's at least a flip phone.
Yeah. He can play Snake.
He could play. Oh my God.
So, something I should mention that I don't think I mentioned properly in the last stream is that it is a Friday. Now, normally during the week, you guys have essentially the academic courses in the front half of the day, and then in the back half of the day, it is time for punch times. The exception to this is Fridays. The back half of the day on Fridays is what they kind of call self-directed study time. And basically, this is where all of your electives come in. This is when like the band kids get together and like do music stuff. It's when
Nerds.
the theater kids rehearse.
Bigger
it's when-
nerds.
It's when like art kids would go have art class and like sculpt pots.
The biggest nerds.
Oh.
I belong to all 3 of those groups. Thank you very much.
Same.
We would
Except
not
that-
be here doing this if we couldn't reasonably throw. Look at the fucking color of my hair. I'm allowed to make fun of theater kids.
I
So
was
that's
a
what
plant.
you've got coming up here, like shortly. It's kind of the cake eating ceremony was sort of occupying like the lunch break between those two halves of the day, and that is what's coming up. So heads up on that. So he's now kind of like standing and readying himself and like so but afterwards I would love to meet up in the common room, and you have the DVDs. I assume they've got a
Would you like DVD, Blu-ray, or special editions?
You're gonna have to tell me which one's the best one to watch.
It depends. Are we watching with commentary or just with original audio?
And as that conversation, like, as we hear RTM going, well, do you want commentary, original audio, or HD upgraded effects? Because, they remastered when the broadcast version.
Ocean did a very poor job with the translation.
We head back over camera-wise to room 666 again. And we see, I should have written it down, but I didn't. Can you remind me? Does anybody remember what was written on the cake box? Because
oh yeah,
Xandra, I remember wrote something on the cake box.
Yeah, it was congratulations for doing so well on the arms tests.
Xandra, you're standing in the doorway to history class again. Well, not again. I mean, you've done it many times, of course, but I don't know why I threw an again on there. And as I call up a person's name, here we go. Professor May is standing at the board at the front. You're late. Everyone else is already here. They're already taking an exam. And as you come in the door, every head in the room turns to stare at you. What do you do?
I walk in and ignore everyone staring and go to sit down at my seat.
You sit down in your seat. It feels taller than usual. It's weird. Professor May is standing right next to you. She dumps this packet, this like thick, it's like 2 or 3 inches thick, pile of paperwork, boom, on the desk. Thick, yes, it's thick. It is. Yes, Conry, it's dummy thick.
3 C's or 4?
I will leave that to the wonderful imaginations of our viewing audience. It's this massive pile of paper. And she just fixes you with this stare and says, "You're 2 hours late. I expect this to be done before you leave." What do you do?
I look over at the clock, and I look back at Professor May.
It is running weirdly fast.
Do I think anything is weird about this at all? Or no, it's like a dream?
No.
Like
No, it's the sort of it's the kind of clock you would find in a classroom.
okay.
It is exactly what you would expect if you were in a classroom and you looked at a clock. You would see that. Normal as hell. The
Well,
stack of
as
papers
you
grows bigger.
stated, I'm gonna have to do my best no matter what, right?
She throws the desk over and she's just in your face and says, "Your best isn't good enough. You need to be the best. Be best. Be more. You have to be more than everyone else right now." And you're standing on a pole and you're holding your test. And there's a field of these these tall poles. They're just big enough for you to stand on. And they're just stretching off into the infinite distance. You glance down and there's nothing beneath you. What do you do?
How far away are the poles from each other?
Oh, only 2 feet, 3 feet, 4, 3, 3 feet.
Well, I obviously can't stay here, so I pick a direction and I walk in it. We're staying on top of the poles.
You step on top of one and the next one's a little higher. I need what is it called? Coordination test from you, I believe is the name of the skill I want.
Agility
I need a coordination. It's a standard difficulty. These are pretty close together. It's not much of an incline, but you're walking on poles. It's strange.
Success.
The papers blow out of your hand. They're surrounding you now. They're blowing in every direction. They're flapping into your face. You're failing the exam. You know you're not completing the exam like you're supposed to. What do you do?
How could I complete the exam when I'm not in the classroom any longer? I keep moving.
The poles begin to sink behind you. In front of you, they raise up into the distance. You can hear the crack at the base and begin to tumble over like trees in the wood in the middle of an earthquake. There's a drone in the air. I should specify not like a drone. There's the sound of a drone, a hum. Like you've got your head stuck next to a refrigerator's thingy that makes stuff cold. Condenser. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
What do you do? The pillar beneath you cracks.
Am I able to somehow get to the next one before I fall?
Sure. How do you do that?
I jump.
You jump. Great. Give me another coordination test. This time it's at a -10.
I fail.
They're not cracking. There's mouths down there. And you fall. And quiet, you fall. Big human mouths. They're not like weird tri-shapey mouths. This human mouth. It's maybe it's one mouth. You see yourself falling into it. This massive, smiling mouth as all of these pillars are being chomped and chomped down into it. And then Artyom bursts into the room and you wake up.
Zendra, you must wake up!
I because I sleep on the top bunk. How close is it to the ceiling?
Ooh. Thank you for... Give me an awareness at -20.
Oh! I critically fail!
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
I rolled a 33.
Is this too
I
real for
needed
you
a
right
20.
Boof. Zandra, you have to wake up is followed immediately by a second wham crack as your head goes into it. And you, and from the recoil, you, God, my head, and spin your shoulder offwards off of the top bunk.
Oh, that has happened to me before.
As
that has happened to me before.
As Zendra's falling off the top bunk and Artyom,
Absolutely.
he wants to try and grab her if he sees it's going down.
100%. How's he doing that? Is he diving for her? Is he just reaching out? Like, how's
Like,
he getting there? 2
big steps trying to grab with open arms.
Okay. Give me a... That feels like a coordination. Because this is reflexy. And, he's on his shit. He's kind of feeling himself. You do that at a +10. This is easy for you. It's a small room. You're a big boy, and you're just kind of feeling good.
A +10 is a routine, actually.
Okay.
Easy would be 20.
I was using those, and like I was confusing everybody. Yes, a +10 routine. I'm trying over here. It's really hard.
That'll do. I got a 30. That would have succeeded without
Xander,
the bonus.
You are awake. Your head fucking hurts. You're sweating, and Artyom is carrying you.
Are you okay?
I was asleep in my bed, right?
That is what I saw when I walked into a room. Then you decided to headbutt the ceiling before I caught you as you fell out of bed.
Esme, by the way, you are wherever you wish to be.
Is she? Yeah, she's holding her Etch-a-Sketch, watching this, just like, ow.
If you're going to do toughness training for Skull, I would not do it immediately upon waking.
You just barely broke skin. It's slightly bleeding. Not like gushing, but like there's just like a little touch of blood.
Listen, if you're gonna start headbutting people like Monty, you need to do it with less blood.
But this is no proper injury. You are fine. I do as Babushka. Mwah! Gives a kiss on the forehead and puts her down. There,
Yeah,
all better. See? No more blood.
I'm gonna go get a band-aid, but thank you, Artyom. I appreciate it.
There would be some
Fuck.
in your guys' little like half bath in the medicine cabinet in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna grab one of those stereotypical, like, square gauze pieces that go there with
Yep.
the tape across the forehead.
God. Oh.
A big old fully cooly fucking band-aid on
Yep.
your forehead.
Yep.
You catch as you like close the mirror from getting the band-aid out, Xandra, you look and feel like hell. In fact, it's one of those, you kind of looking at this questioning, like this day, everything that's happened. You don't even really remember going to sleep. You just know you did. You must have. Something half remembered about a dream. It's kind of slipping from you already.
I don't...
Take one conflict. Some shit just happened.
Esme's bouncing, spinning, grabbing the doorway of the bathroom, following Xandra into it. So guess who found the Etch-a-Sketch?
Everyone's favorite person?
She like produces it from behind her. Look at it. It was in the art room. He found it.
It's very fortunate. Whoever stole it must have put it there for safekeeping.
Are you sure? Xandra really doesn't want to ruin people's happiness.
The conflict on your face. You okay?
Yeah, I had a nightmare.
Oh,
Get those.
I think. I don't know. I don't really remember it anymore.
was it not toughness training? Were you instead trying to take frustrations on ceiling?
No, I think I was afraid when you opened the door.
Oh.
Because something... It's her teeth? And Xandra's gonna walk out of the bathroom into the bedroom again. And then
Keith,
just
you
kind
remember
of
clearly.
sit at the desk. Just...
Esme, as she sits down at the desk, you see Brooke coming down from her bunk and then just goes over next to Xandra. Doesn't say or do anything, it just goes from there to there.
Brooke, we have the love sack. You don't need to be inside people. That's just too much. We have space now.
Esme, I would request that you make sure your friends respect boundaries.
I am not responsible for other people's actions. They are their own people.
They are your friends, though, and you are the only one that can tell them not to be within others.
Does that mean you have to tell me I can't be within others? It's your job now?
It depends on consent. It is important.
Xandra just blinks watching this going. I don't get it. We're one of your friends.
Brooke. Brooke was sleeping with you, I think.
Brooke, is that the little one you were talking about?
Esme's eyes just beam for a second. You see that smile, which is disconcerting considering the shape of her teeth. Just cut
As we
across
will
her
remind
face.
folks, they're jagged, sharp teeth.
Yeah, you remember? Yeah, that's Brooke.
Who is now hugging Xandra.
Oh.
Sorry, my stomach made a very loud gurgle. If that showed up on camera or Mike, I apologize.
There is a beast inside of you, apparently.
Esme takes Xandra's hand if she lets her. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
What?
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
What?
Okay.
What?
And then she places it about where Brooke's head would be, as if to like do this. Giving you a hug. I think she knows you had a bad sleep.
Oh, cake!
Thanks.
Oh shit! More cake.
Sandra, did you do this?
Well, you guys did well on the arms exam, so I had
Your phone
cake
buzzes, Xandra. It's an alarm. It's the alarm to tell you that the afternoon classes are going to be starting soon and you need to get on your way.
Ugh. Fuck yeah.
This is amazing. We shall share this after our next workout, because I have already
It's
had
the
plenty
cake
of
from
cake
the
to...
magazine.
You were able to get replica of cake from magazine?
Yep. I'm gonna
Oh.
just start grabbing my notebooks.
I will now be able to compare. If replica is as good as the real thing. I hate that I have to do this!
It's just Esme
Yeah.
staring at
This
Sandra.
is killing Conrad.
Yeah. Well,
I feel
whatever
complicit.
classes you guys are deciding to do today, might as well go to them now. I'm gonna go.
I think I have class nearby. If you wish to go together.
So, yeah, I go to literally same building, so I could probably walk with you. This very small campus, I can only go so far. So I will say, the only person we've kind of established an elective for in any capacity was Esme. We mentioned that she has art classes she takes. For you other two, I leave it 100% up to your discretion. You get to tell me what the fuck elective and or electives like you would be going to during this time.
Competitive lifting.
Okay.
Seems on brand.
That is acceptable because as long as you are with like people doing it, it is something that you can study, and you attend it. You don't fuck off. It is called free study. They try to generally steer people towards things that are a bit more like academic or cultural in nature. But if somebody straight up comes to them and says, "I will study the art of the blade," then they go,
"Study the blade."
That is totally acceptable. So competitive lifting, okay, interesting. What about poor Xandra?
Xandra takes it quite literally, and when there's no classes, does the full self-study with notebooks going over notes in the previous classes over the week. But,
do you run a study group?
possibly be in the library. I don't know if there is one.
Oh my
I was
God.
trying to think of what academic sort of electives.
I would say that there's probably an allowance then for like if you check in basically at the library during that time and they know that you're in there and you especially like come on, you're Xandra Sinclair. They know you're in there studying your ass off. There's a certain amount of leeway that we can kind of play with a little bit here. So
Okay.
if
we
anything
do
comes to
need-
mind as more structured, you're welcome to like say like, yeah, that's what I'm doing. But otherwise, like Xandra, they would trust her to fucking study on her own.
Yeah, she's literally there in the library, and when she's not studying, she'll be helping the librarian like put books back if people actually took them out.
Oh, he's a library aide.
Pretty much. It's a quiet spot that I decided Xandra would enjoy.
Okay, so that is what you have been beckoned towards. Please continue to play out your scene as you see fit.
I'm gonna investigate the art room.
That is what you do every Friday.
Well, I usually don't investigate the art room. I mean, because, Monty found my Etch-a-Sketch in one of the cabinets there.
This is true. I will check in between waits. Maybe my laptop is there.
I really
Honey.
hope not.
I'll check the library while I'm there just in case.
Was this an elaborate arrangement for scavenger hunt? I heard of these hazing things. Maybe this is one of them.
They wouldn't have broken all your figures for a scavenger hunt, Artyom.
A referee comes by your door and says hazing is not permitted at Firebrand Academy and will result in severe academic penalties.
Wait, but that's
I do not trust you robots no anymore.
Isn't that what we had to get our room?
This is true.
They're lying to us.
That's school sanctioned hazing. It is more like a fight to teach you, supposed to teach you that losing is okay.
Ah, so this is brain fight.
Which is something that like faculty would have like they told you that afterwards. Everybody kind of came to you and said, "Yeah, that was Kobayashi Maru. It's fine." Like a human came and told you. They explained it very thoroughly. Many kids are crying afterwards. It's okay. They explain it's fine.
We must be vigilant and be on guard. We never know if we may find something.
I just wish for a very quiet place with lots of books and, yeah. It's been a day.
It really has. The best day of our lives! Ah! Oh, I must go lift! I have so much inside of me. Oh. Come on, we don't want to be late! He's already walking down the fucking hall.
Sandra.
And he's just out like a shot.
Yeah.
He did say he was gonna go with me, right?
I think he got really excited again.
Really excited.
You did really good not punching anybody though.
I think I'm at maximum!
You hear crashing noises. As RTM makes his way.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to hold it in. The cake is for you guys.
Thank you. I need to change my shirt. I'm still blue. Hold on. Shh. Runs. As she's changing, she's going, you look tired! Throws more candy out from her shirt while she's changing.
Where did you keep this?
Shirt candy.
Do you pull your clothes out of a closet or a drawer?
Normally she had not unpacked her bag since she got here. So it's been
Okay.
out. Yeah, when the
Never
room got
mind.
tossed, that's the first time her stuff got out of the bag.
Got
So
it.
now it's kind of like
Yep.
artfully confettied across the room, so it's more of a...
Never mind then. I was gonna do a ghost thing, but I can't have them pop out of your bag like, ha!
That makes it a body bag. This is a clothing bag, not now.
Not now.
Anyway, you eat some candy.
Yes.
Unzip.
Very funny.
Zip.
Mm.
Zip again.
Okay.
You're almost done. You're gonna be late.
Ugh. Yeah. I'll see you around.
Xandra actually has the lollipop. It's like, yeah, thank you.
Oh.
She must be having a bad day.
Oh.
She like hugs and then runs.
RTM hasn't gotten far because every student he's run into, he has stopped them to regale them with at least some part of his day of meeting maximum.
Oh, in that case, the first person you bump into at the stairwell next to the elevators is Dougie.
That was what I screamed out before. Hey, Dougie, I'm at maximum!
Oh, shit, I totally didn't even hear that.
I didn't hear the Dougie part either.
Yes, yes, you hit Dougie. But yes, it's a lot of you bump into a handful of folks that we've met, and a lot of folks we haven't. In fact, one of them is your roommate from across the hall, Lotta, who starts to ask you where Esme is. Hey, we've got Art. Oh, hi, RTM. Bye, RTM. Okay, I'm sure she'll show up. It's fine.
Esme got to meet maximum too. This is that great. Just keeps walking.
Yeah, no, very large boy. She's like, yeah, got a handful of like brushes and stuff. It's just like, okay, let's not break anything. Thank you. Very expensive brushes.
Why do I? Oh no, it's fine. There was a lifetime where I sold very expensive brushes to people.
Yeah. So the three of you basically then are trickling out separately.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we realized how late we were.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if Artyom realized how late he was gonna be, but other things on his mind seemed to be the case.
Then in that case, while you two knuckleheads make it out all right, Xandra, as you're making your way, to the stairs/elevator, there's Dougie, and as he kind of like glances over and he's bopping his head and kind of looking at his phone, and like catches you out of the corner of his eye thing, and like, oh hey, like knocks his headphones down, and it's like, yeah, I'm just just waiting to get to and he I mean, you don't even need a scrutinize test for this because he elbows the button on the elevator and goes boom. I was just waiting for the elevator to show up.
That's a 6. I succeed.
Dougie's leg is slightly bouncing. Yeah, so you wanna I was just gonna walk to class, so like oh hey, the elevator's here. So if you're gonna after you.
Walk me to class, please.
Totally. Xandra goes in first, and then Dougie in the hallway while like the camera lingers, he's just and then follows in.
Oh.
Dougie is Dan Avidan in my head, by the way.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to smile because of Dougie. Because
Oh, that would make his life. See, hear
This
this.
is the image in my head. Is Danny.
I don't know who that is.
Game
I'm
Grumps.
my
Danny.
head.
Game Grumps. Danny Sexbang?
What?
I'd have to look at the pictures. I don't remember
Oh,
his face. That's why
Jesus.
I'm like, I'm really bad with names and faces. Anyway.
Mom makes snackies. That music video.
Ninja Sex
Oh.
Party.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
The oh.
I love
Okay,
that
I
that
think
actually
it is now,
helped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? I see it.
The door's closed. And we get that inside shot, and there's the two of you,
Oh, you need that shirt.
and then there's someone standing behind the two of you. And there's just an awkward silence.
I thought you were gonna say it was someone very specific, and I was gonna be like, "Done, not again."
PTSD from elevators.
You don't recognize it is until they go, oh, hey, sup.
Oh no.
It's Stoner Guy from across the hall, who is on your floor, and this elevator's going down. And you didn't see him get into the elevator.
Something wrong?
Yeah, I can't get that door to open.
The door to the elevator?
Yeah.
You have to hit the button for the floor and wait for it to reach that floor, and then you could just take the stairs.
Where?
I'll show you when we get down to the lobby.
Dougie pipes in. No, I think he means take the stairs where? Like, where does he want to, like, pick him up?
To the floor you wanted to go to.
Where's this guy's name? I can't remember this idiot's
Is it
name.
Cameron?
Stoner, where are you at?
Yeah, was it Cam?
No, it was Joey. That's what it was. It was Joey. Yeah, this kid's... Joey, just... We're going to the ground floor, buddy. It's okay. I'm gonna get you there. Rock and roll, man. Yeah.
Are you high?
Nah, man. We're on the ground floor. Boom.
Xandra stands and blinks for a second, almost missing the door before we're like, shit, no. And then just walks out.
Yeah, and Dougie makes his way out as well. Joey just waves as the doors close. And you see the little indicator of the elevator going up. There goes Joey.
Do you know where he needed to go?
I think he's already where he needs to be, man.
Shouldn't he have class?
He should have a lot of things. An intervention is probably one of them. Hey, but enough about Joey. Are you okay? You look kind of tired as you guys are walking towards the school building.
Tried to take a nap. Nightmare, I think.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
I don't really remember it that well. I just remember like bits and pieces. There was
Sure.
like
I had a dream about being in bits and pieces once. It was like one time I was like, it was like I was made of glass and like I tripped, right? I tripped over this rock shaped like a frog and I just like shattered into a million pieces. And then I woke up and I'd kind of wet the bed. Please don't tell anybody.
the corner of Xandra's mouth actually twitches.
Oh.
Yeah, I think towards the end of mine there were bits and pieces of me as well, but I woke up and hit my head on the ceiling. So
That's why because I was thinking, because like, the these guys, he goes to like reach to like pat a referee who's like sweeping something up, because you know like these guys that like misses because they move. Just they're supposed to heal those. Students are asked not to touch the referees. Thank you.
I love them so much. Sorry. Yeah, well, this didn't happen from the fight that I did earlier. I'm sure you heard about that.
No, I was elsewhere, man.
Well, I met Astros.
Oh. And like his like any bit of like teenage bravado mixed with awkward, I'm trying to figure out how to talk to a girl mixed with like his own weird brand of being Dougie, like fades away, and he just gets this very like it's like it's like you just told him like, yeah, I just met my executioner. Had that air to it. Oh.
Pretty much how Xandra meant it. He made us fight a random team, and well, it looks like they're repairing it, and at this point I'm guessing they're just filling in the pavement from the ground.
Oh yeah. The rain has let up. It's been long enough a bit, so like the rain has started to let up a bit, and yeah, they're still like the four that are holding like that tent over like chunks of pavement, and yeah, there's little signs saying like, please avoid this area, please go around, that kind of stuff, and they're directing people away from that section of the quad. But it doesn't look brand spanking new, but it looks under construction, and most of the way through its construction, they're just kind of waiting for pavement to set and sod to take.
I just point over in that general direction.
He looks.
Though.
Are they allowed to do that?
Seeing as how I thought that I was gonna get torn to shreds if we said no, I'm gonna say yes, I guess.
That's fucked up.
The other team didn't seem too happy about it. You know, Artyom is always happy to fight people, and yeah. And then
Artyom strikes me as the kind of dude that's the only person I know who would be happy about getting mugged.
Probably because he'd fight them and then let them have it.
Yeah, he's an okay guy. I feel really bad about ripping his book. At this point, like you two are like inside the building, making your way. Like you noticed he has at no point peeled off. He has walked with you all the way to the entrance to the library. And you get to the door and you turn to go into the library and he's just still right there with you.
Yeah, Dougie, you go!
Plan on studying today?
Yeah, of course.
What are your normal classes?
No, this is what I do on Fridays. I study. What are you studying? I can study with you. We could be study buddies. Buddy up to study. I know a lot of things. Mostly about the school, but
at this point, I'll take that kind of knowledge. My father was here today. Is great.
That I did hear about, yeah.
I just look at him and then go completely silent. Like any emotion that was probably on Xandra's face has drained down to this super tired, just bone dead, exhausted looking Xandra.
So dad was a bad thing? I thought your dad was like rich and cool.
On the outside.
As you go in, the librarian, we'll just call him Mr. Zanderbuff, the librarian. Head librarian, really. There'd be several in a school this big. Mr. Zanderbuff. I don't know if that's, excuse me, sorry about that. Or if that's a real name, but it's a name.
People call people things.
Mr. Zanderbuff. Mr. Zanderbuff has a winning smile and a just an incredible mane of hair. It's just like, it's not feathered, but it's kind of got this windswept thing going on. it's he's got like this sort of chestnutty brown hair, and he's himself of a tanner complexion. He looks maybe South Asian, you think? It's hard to know, but he's got this very just like, he turns to look at you, and like you can hear the Bollywood music start in the back of your brain. It's just like his shirt is just unbuttoned, one little button unbuttoned like too many, and it's just a little too clingy to him. And he turns towards the two of you and it's just shh.
Sorry, Mr. Zanderbuff.
He says nothing in return. He just simply nods slightly, puts his hands up, and then turns back to like boop, boop, checking in the books. Sorry, Mr. Zanderbuff. That guy's weirdly hot.
I hadn't noticed.
If you kind of say that, and like you keep walking, and then Dougie kind of stops and like looks down at himself, and then just follows behind.
Oh no.
Meanwhile,
Dougie, you can do it! Don't lose heart!
Meanwhile, you are under no obligation to fall in love with any NPCs, no matter how puppy doggy they are to you. Welcome to high
That's
school.
fine. Xandra at this point will take any sort of distraction and companionship to distract from what has happened today. That she's just like,
So-
you know what? This is fine. Maybe someone filling the silence is better than me staring at my book.
Normally I would have Jesus. I would have jumped to Artyom here, but he's
think he's
a bit
nearing.
exposed at the moment. Yeah. So my heart goes out to him at the moment. But meanwhile, Esme, how do you arrive at art class? Do you make it in time? I will leave this to your discretion.
She's been trying. Whether she's probably like a few minutes late, but not tremendously. Like, you know, you put the effort in, but
Yeah, in that case, I would like, let's see, what's a good skill that is her not getting distracted by something? It might just be resolve. Yeah, we'll stick to resolve. You are trying really hard. And although you were in adverse circumstances because you left the room pretty late, which normally would be a -10,
also
because
been
you're
a
trying
day.
so hard, I'll make it a normal. It is a round +0, so.
okay. She fails with a 67. She needed a 65.
Oh man. All right. So like the problem is like the art stuff is up on the second floor. And you know, you didn't quite catch up to Artyom, but what you sort of did, because like he would zip to the next person and tell them what happened, and you'd start to catch up and he'd zip to the next person, and then he'd zip, just like zigzagging his way down to the gym every time you started to get close. And as you got to the base of the steps, you kind of forgot why you were there.
I think she was
And you
probably
saw-
taking a picture of somebody's. Ooh, I like that. There's a patch.
Hey, what? I gotta get to class, man.
Sorry, it was really
Someone
cool.
carrying like a. In fact, yeah, they got like a nice like leather jacket, or not, like denim jacket, and there's a whole bunch of patches all over it, and they're carrying like a guitar, like just slung on their shoulder, and it's a guitar shaped like a battle axe.
Hey, one more picture before you go.
No, I gotta. She just kind of turns to you and says, "I gotta skate. I'm sorry. I can't." It's.
Shit.
And she like flips her guitar around and like strums it, and like a lightning bolt travels down the fucking hallway. She's just gone. Just shock. And her music was electric.
Fucking Valhallan.
That is the name of her band, the Valhallans.
Look at that cannon.
There you go.
At which point, like your phone kind of buzzed, and it's just an alarm that just says "uh-oh,"
Balls.
and boom, you knock your way into the art room, and several heads just kind of turn. Mr. A Striker is there. He just kind of like turns.
Sorry.
If you'd care to join us.
A lot, actually. Yeah, sorry. She like closes the door behind her. there was a cool thing. I took a picture of it because it was really pretty. And
hey, let's try and focus that energy now into creative output. Let's take. You've got all of this right now. Let's turn it into this, and put it there. And he points towards like a canvas that clearly is there for someone who isn't here yet. Let's put
not
all
the
of
last
this
one.
here. Okay? Can you do that for me, Esme? Because I think you can. Right there.
Yeah,
he just keeps making this gesture until you respond.
I also need to put my investigation hat on, but okay. She like pulls up her chair and sits down. It's like, but I do need.
Okay, well, the only hat we want in here is the hat of creativity. Let's all get our creativity hats on. We're gonna think about space and how space relates between objects. So perspective is art. And now that we have Artyom returned, speaking of art,
good segue.
Speaking of art, we're gonna jump back over briefly. Artyom,
yes.
After regaling about half the student body and bowling over a quarter of it, so is this something that I would imagine this is something you do in like a gym, like in the sense of like not a school gym, but like a workout, one of the many weightlifting rooms they've got in this place. Let's see, it's competitive weightlifting, so forgive me, I'm not super familiar, but it's a lot of people trying to deadlift progressively heavier weights is how that shit is scored, right?
There's a few different like
do you
events.
Eat the tire?
That's training that can be part of it. But there's different events for different lifts. So deadlifting is one of them, benching is one of them.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, full press. There's a bunch of different ways, but it's all just lifting a lot of weight in different ways.
Totally. So yeah, you get in there, you for you it's not like throwing open the door and suddenly the class is looking in. For one thing, I don't think you're capable of being late, really. But also this is a less structured sort of thing. This one's much more free form. There isn't like an instructor there to like teach you things. It's really just a bunch of fucking teenagers and weights. Excuse me. Throwing back a lot of water as I try to treat a headache, folks. Please bear with me. And indeed, along that section of the hallway, there's like it's open glass into the rooms essentially. So like they're closed off, but everybody can see. Like you can see across the hall over there where like there's people on like bicycles, but not like stationary bikes. Like working out. There's people on treadmills, that kind of stuff. But over here is where all the weights and shit are. And that side's glass, and the other side, of course, you're on the ground floor. There's just a window out into the quad where you can see the nice robot men doing what they do. And as you get in there, usually you're expecting to hear like the clitter clank of like weights getting up and going down, and people grunting, and a lot of like encouraging words and what have you. It's weirdly quiet in there as you arrive.
Is there anyone around?
Several people. The usual cadre of students you're used to seeing, which actually will include, I will say, some people we've seen before. Where the hell is she? I forgot her name.
Oh.
Eliza Hawkins is there. The scary, fiery redhead from way back in season 2. Indeed, she's the only one who doesn't seem to be paying much mind to what's going on in the room. And she is, at present, she's got like, you know those barbells you use for like, you're doing bench presses and shit? She's kind of like bent over on a bench and has like one of those with about 200 pounds of weight on it and is just curling with it.
Oh.
Slowly, but she's like, you kind of like, she's like, her eyes like focus and then just boom, up it comes and then boom, back down again. It's the only sound in the room and it's very like irregular as she manages this. Everyone else is kind of flitting their eyes at each other, not sure what to do. And it's because as you begin to look towards the center of the room, you notice there's a woman standing there in a lab coat with little horns going along the back of her skull. Braylion's kind of just hanging out. She's got her little digital pad with her. Huh. Hello. I'm trying to remember if she used first names or last names. I think she used first names. Hello, Artyom.
Good afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
Prelion, dragon, nurse of Firebrand. What brings you to lifting gym?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh,
She starts humming to herself.
okay.
She, like,
Looking to make eye contact with any of the other students, just being like,
yeah, you look at a dude, you look at a very well muscled, shirtless guy with very, very, very short, spiky blonde hair, who just kind of like glances over at you with like this very confused, like bordering on terrified look on his face of like,
Artyom will just go over to the weight rack and just get himself something to lift, and just...
As you do, like as you start, like you break eye contact with like her and like go over there to go do that stuff, and you kind of notice out of the corner of your eye, the moment you stop looking at her, she just starts watching you. You see, in fact, as you walk further across the room, her head turns to follow you. What do you do? She's still staring. If at any point you turn enough to actually like really look at her, she looks back down at her pad and starts scribbling something. And she's just standing stock still in the middle of the room.
Oh, okay. He walks over. Dragon Mistress of a Academy.
You can call me Prelion, it's fine.
Oh, yes. Okay. Prelion, are you interested in the techniques of lifting, or possibly are you looking to maybe, there is some misconception that you must be big muscle person, like myself, to lift, but anybody can take it up.
Oh, forgive me. You're probably not familiar, especially with what we're capable of. Lifting very heavy objects is not really an issue for me. And she goes over to one of the weight machines and lifts the weight machine. She just kind of like reaches down and just boom and like knocks it over, just like up and over and down. Sends one kid kind of running like, whoa.
You could have every championship you wished.
Apologies, let me and then she just let me just write that, and she like just takes her foot, which again she's like wearing just these fairly modest heels, and she just like places it against the machine and like flips it back up, just boom upright. People across the hall, like this one guy was like running, he like stops and looks and boom onto the treadmill.
Oh,
because you could hear it, like it was deafeningly loud. The only person in the room who does not react is fucking Eliza, who like kind of very vaguely like glances in that direction as she goes and then goes back to what she's doing. I don't really need weight training.
No, actually, if you wished, you could definitely go ahead and set a few records if you wished.
Would you still like to share your techniques, what you've been learning?
Maybe there is something different about the... Sure, yes.
And she just keeps staring at you.
Is there a particular area that you might be interested in?
Whatever you think would be best.
Oh. Then I shall go and do my usual circuit then. And feel free to ask any questions.
Of course.
Yes. About now, I would be starting. I would maybe get a few benches. Somebody is using that.
No, it's cool, bro. You can. And he's just like up and he's gone, and then he like leaves the room.
Very well then. The press machine is a good way to start, and it does not require a spotter, as he just goes into his sequence of doing a circuit, essentially.
Anytime you look away from her, she's staring at you. Anytime you look back, that's when she starts writing things down again. In her little pad. It's real weird. And like as you start to like get into it, Jesus, you start lifting weights. Fucking Christ. Yes, as you start lifting Zweihander, so that you too can do an extra D6 fury damage.
Wait, turn it up a notch. Hold on.
You gotta impress the dragon. You
gotta impress the dragon.
Okay.
One in each hand.
Oh, one in each hand. Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
She makes a full circuit of you while you're doing that. And then, like, one time as the, you, like, lift and the release, and as you release, the weights go back down. And she just reaches over and places a hand on them. I would like you to make... I think this is toughness. I think it's toughness over athletics. You're straining very hard to do something strengthy-wise.
That would be athletics.
Okay, that would be athletics? Great.
Yes.
Then give me an athletics at a -10. So I forget what it's called. Challenging, I believe, yes. Challenging.
Success.
Success, okay. It's a little tougher, but the weights begin to go up as she kind of, as her hand rises on it. Before you can get, because you get to, like, about here, like, about halfway.
Mm-hmm.
And like her little horns kind of wiggle just ever so slightly. It's a little like, yeah. And like we see in close up, like her hand was just gently resting on it, and it kind of presses flat. I want another athletics test, this time at -20.
Okay. Still a success.
Oh.
A 6 will do it.
You are sweating. It is rough. You have never put this much weight on the machine before.
The machine
It's
might not go up that
moving.
high.
You don't seem to have injured yourself yet, but you still haven't quite finished the lift.
Is there something that you are wishing to observe? Maybe.
Yes, and I want you to make one more test. This time at -30.
Oh my.
She just says yes, and then you feel it.
Oh no.
That's a crit fail.
Oh shit.
66.
Oh, okay, well. Her arm descends as though she's lowering it through midair, and there's a clang of metal as the weights go down, the handles go up, and your arm goes out of socket.
No, bullshit, my.
Oh my, are you hurt? Oh dear. Oh, hang on. Let me take a look. Everyone stand back. Nobody's nearby. She's like, everyone stand back. Oh dear. Yes. Weight-related training accident. This is terrible.
It does hurt. Yes.
Yes. No.
Little bit.
If I may I please? If I can.
Oh, go right ahead.
Sorry, what?
Go right ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Now this shouldn't hurt, but and she kind of grabs like your lower arm and grabs the bicep. Now don't worry, because everything's gonna be. Sorry, I just heard someone knock on my door. Feeling better? Your arm has not felt this much pain in quite some time.
Maximum.
Thank you. I've really learned a lot today. And she's like, you notice she's gripping your arm a little more tightly. Like at both points on your arm, she's just gripping a little harder.
Mm.
And on her on your bicep, you can kind of feel her digging in a bit.
I am familiar with acupressure. It's Sandra has helped in the past when I strained muscle. This is not feeling like that. Are you doing something similar, or is this some kind of dragon acupressure?
Oh. Yes. And then she like does something with her hands, like her arms kind of like twist and turn, and we hear that anime like not bone crunching sound, but that noise, that fleshy like weird noise. And your arm feels amazing, and she lets go.
It must
Yes,
be.
I've learned a lot today. And she starts to leave.
I think I am going to take rest of day for myself. Trying to get back to lifting immediately after injury can cause a re-injury, which can be even worse.
Wow.
From the corner where Eliza is she switched arms now. You just hear. Her expression doesn't really change. There's just a little.
Walk over. So, getting in a few light reps. Are you just bad at beatboxing, or do you have something to say?
She stares at you for a beat. Excuse me. Jesus.
Oh my god!
That's not burp. I'm so
Rather
sorry.
in character, actually.
You know what? Yeah, screw it. She just stares at you for a second. There's a small burp, and then she just goes back. She just continues her rap.
Ah. You're gassy.
She like lets go of the weight. It clangs to the ground, and she picks up like a water bottle, throws a towel over her shoulders, and then just starts like she's still maintaining eye contact with you, but she's just drinking.
If you want any tips, so that you might actually be a challenge for the next time, be sure to let me know. He turns and starts walking out.
Boy got sass.
You exit actually. Where are you headed? Actually, is what I should say. Where's your ultimate goal? Where would Artyom go after this injury? This injury, which has now been miraculously
go to the
healed.
library.
Okay. So yeah, you leave and turn right to head, or you would turn left to head that direction. Wait. Yes, right. You would leave and turn right because left is more gym.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, because this is the side that wasn't where all like the glass and stuff was. This is when you're getting back into the main hallway area.
Yeah.
You almost literally bump into Preleon just right there. Boom again. And she's talking to Maximum, who's still here. And you come out as he's like starting to say something to her. And he's got like a finger up, like he's like jabbing accusatorily, like, and he kind of like turns and sees you. Don't talk to me. Not to you, to Preleon. You lost that right. And he storms off. And she just watches him go.
I'm sorry if I walked in on something that, are you...
Artyom,
Yes?
If you ever need help with something, and then she just kind of like nods towards you and starts walking the opposite direction, like down the hallway, like which we know ultimately would be back towards like the medical building. But there's a little clip clop of her heels as she starts to walk away, unless you do something.
What does that mean? What should I? Okay, I will eventually need help with something, I assume. I'll figure it out myself, because people do not like finishing sentences, apparently.
Oh.
Might be dragon thing.
We go back to Esme. At this point, Mr. A. Striker is no longer speaking, but there's lots of people painting stuff. What's Esme been painting? We know the lecture started on talking about perspective, but he just wanted you to take all of this, focus it like this, and put it there. So what did Esme do with that?
I mean, she tried really hard to show up on time. She's trying, but she's also
She tried so hard.
strong on the and like it was supposed to be painting. Instead she pulls out like a sketchbook instead and starts drawing on the small paper. And her art style is probably what the fuck is it, you know, the cover of certain like the drippy monsters, the old from the 80s, do you remember? Shit, not like a Ren and Stimpy-esque, but like the
like the sort of shit you would see like on a white zombie album cover.
yes,
Like that kind of shit.
Oh,
she like
okay.
fills
Like some Garbage Pail Kids kind of shit.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
And she fills paper like to the brim, almost like completionist style.
Wow.
It's chaotic and full, just full.
Mr. A. Striker actually comes by and says, "That's very chaotic and full. But you can use," and again he puts his hand like on the canvas. You can use the whole canvas over here. You don't have to use your, I mean, a sketchbook. It's very intimate between artist and creator. But Esme, and like in that entirely too friendly kind of way, like puts his hands on the shoulders, like, but I would like you to make your vision. Just splash it across the canvas. You know, Esme?
No, I don't know.
You've got something very special, Esme.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A gift for art. I want that gift to be seen by the world. Don't you?
I don't want to be seen by the world. No, no, not if no.
Okay, well, I think
We both
goes
had
sort
this
of, like,
teacher, right? Yeah, okay.
there's like a slight tick, like, He takes his hands off very, very gently. Like, it's not like hard. It's just this very gentle, and then very gently releases. Well, for me then, could you? I just would like to see what you're capable of. I think it's important for an artist to stretch themselves, you know? Like when you fight, you have to, you know, it's a good idea to stretch beforehand so that you don't hurt a muscle. I don't want you to hurt the muscle of your creativity by keeping it confined to that tiny sketchbook.
I took art class because they told me no one would be here because art was for losers. I don't know if I have anything special to share with you.
You say art is for losers, and behind you, like directly behind you, a girl who is like just the girl from earlier with the super expensive paintbrushes, who's like covered, like her smock is covered in paint, and like she's got this super elaborate pile of stuff on her palette. She's kind of like looks around and says, "Hey." That would be Lotta from across the hall.
Does Lotta normally have friends? Is she popular?
Is she no, she's not popular. Lotta's kind of a weirdo.
Case in point.
Oh, man. She just goes back behind her canvas.
Listen, we are what we are, but I am not something special. I was just gonna. Do I have to use the?
Okay, well,
Stop.
can we compromise then? What if? And he takes the canvas off of the easel. It's like, we don't need this old thing. It like tosses it into the back of the room. Creative expression is about freedom, right? Boof, ka-conk. Like one of the kids like ducks as it smacks into the wall and falls.
We're throwing things now.
Let's compromise. And he goes over to there's like a big cabinet. It's like a locked sliding cabinet. And he goes over there and he takes a key and unlocks it, opens it up. There's just a pile of shit in there. And he reaches in, pulls out like one of those like really big sketch pads, like a big motherfucker. He pulls that out, clunks it shut. Give me an awareness. You're pretty distracted though. Give me that at a -10.
Alrighty. Success.
He clunks it shut, doesn't lock it, doesn't relock it, and comes back over with this big sketchy pad and says, he flips it over to the first empty page and says, "All right, what you still sketch to your heart's content." And he places that on the easel. But up here, big, you know? See what you can really do with this much space, this much. Put your energy, focus it into this empty void, and make a new world.
I had an English teacher like this too.
Oh yeah.
God,
He sat on his desk cross-legged and went, "So class, today we're going to need to," and I was just almost like,
oh man, I want to beat him with a sack of oranges.
Wow.
Students are reminded not to assault faculty.
Oh, wow.
And he,
Cool. It's, what other stuff do you got in there? Esme just starts like,
art supplies?
Opens cabinet.
Esme. And it's just, yeah, you open it up. Yeah, I'm not gonna have you roll for this. It's just gonna happen. A bunch of like charcoal and pastels and like some oil paints all come like tumbling out of this thing. Pencils go scrolling across the floor. Okay.
Hey, look! I brought the chaos out.
You did. On the floor. And it's, listen, I know.
Oh God.
Art and madness can often share the same sides of a coin. It's important, however, Esme, that we learn to focus that towards an end. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Like,
It's okay. I'll clean all of this up. You just... You know what? Anything here that you think you need to make some art happen today, you go ahead and you take that along with you to the easel, and just give me one thing on that canvas or that sketchbook. Anything at all of your heart's desire, please. And I'll just start picking up everything else. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And he goes down there and he's just like picking up one thing after another, after another, after another, after another, putting them all back into the cabinet.
Sorry, you're friends with the raccoon.
Every time, like as you walk past, like, you know, like the kid with like the hair over like one eye and it's blue at the tips. He's just kind of like, this got the one eye just like tracks you as you walk by. There's this one boy who's like straight up wearing a beret as you walk by and like in the smock and like it's like the full thing.
Oh dear.
And as you walk by, he just like grabs his whole easel and like holds it away, like, don't you fucking dare come anywhere near me. And as you kind of get back to your place, Lotta sticks her head around the corner again. I thought it was kind of funny.
Thanks. I mean, I guess no one really goes in there that often, huh? It was a mess.
I don't know. I bring all my own stuff.
Have you seen anybody open the cabinet before?
I mean, I saw you just do it just now.
Yeah, I know. I was really good at it. Did the
Yeah.
open thing? Everything was open.
But I mean, and like as you're watching, like him pick up, like he puts everything back in, closes it, and locks it again, and then just kind of goes back over to his desk. And like actually, he would go over to another student and just be like, "Yes, now the expression here, these yellows." Like, and he goes off into some other tirade with the other student.
all the art nerds right now. This is the most immersive school event. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he just...
Okay.
He keeps
No, a
all
very
the-
immersive school event for me was actually the first day.
I think that's where he keeps all of his personal stuff. I mean, he keeps a key to it. Otherwise, why would he keep it locked, right? I don't know. I'm just... Maybe I am kind of weird.
What's funny is I had a drawing teacher that was a Soviet expat named Stravinsky.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Igor Stravinsky.
His name was Russian boy.
Yes, correct.
He was very, very much into perspective. Everything that we did wrong was perspective.
Well, it's hard. Listen, Vanishing Points, it's not just a fun movie.
Oh boy. Okay.
So, unless you have anything else you wish to do, I presume you then set about some task in this room, but
Yeah.
I want to give you an opportunity before I like cut away from anything.
No, sorry, I called you a loser. I figured we
That's okay.
both are. So
My
it would
parents say
be-
the same thing.
Okay.
She's just paint. As you peek around and like look at what she's doing, it's like she's painting the back of you. She's like painting you from behind.
Am I facing?
Well, no, because you're like here, and
Yeah.
like she's behind you. So it's like this basically, and there's like an easel between you.
Okay.
And as you glance at her painting, like she's been painting you, you look like it's really good. And like you're at the easel, and but you've got your little sketch pad that you've been sketching on instead.
Oh. Wow.
And-
I'm now really, really sorry I called you a loser. You're really good.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I hope this isn't creepy. And like you notice like from the edges in, she's almost doing like this like starry night kind of thing. It's like these swirls of color. And it's not like creepy. It's not, I don't mean like there's like awful tendrils. It's more like there's these waves of like gentle blues and greens and shit.
It's as though you were being consumed by Shub-Nugaroth.
It wasn't supposed to sound creepy.
No, it's not. It's beautiful. Don't
gentle-
let them
it's-
hurt you.
Yes, it was supposed to be this. It's just this very like soft-edged kind of like thing. It's like you almost floating in space, and there's this easel, but you're still focused on this little pad.
Kind of
I
feel
just
bad
paint what I see.
that I take a seat in here because I thought no one would be in here, and it feels like you're actually working.
It's not like you're graded. Paint.
Yeah. Good point.
Just whatever you take out of it, you know? I say if you want to keep using your tiny pad, just use your tiny pad.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, that's me.
Grabs the thing. And
Like
she pulls
you
her
say
chair
fuck
a
'em,
little...
and she just like kind of like blushes like you would said a naughty word in front of in front of an 8-year-old. She's just like, that's me?
pulls her chair a little like back into her spot, looks over her shoulder, and offers a piece of candy.
Oh, she's like looking at like the paint in her hands and the paint on her hands and the paint on her. And she just like glances to her right and just grabs it with her teeth. Thank you.
Welcome. And goes back to placating via art.
I loved that entire exchange.
Afternoon classes proceed otherwise uneventfully. For our library friends, it's a lot of. Do you have anything in particular you're studying down there, Xandra? Any book that you're looking at?
I have been trying to redo my notes that have gone missing.
Oh.
And also because of a weird sinking sensation and pit in the bottom of my stomach, Professor May's class gets extra study.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an education. This is normally this would be easy for you. This is standard. Because again, you're a little distracted.
Oh my god, did you crit fail?
No, I failed.
Just-
Just regular fail.
Just regular
Says,
fail.
oh, please don't crit fail. Oh no.
We do have fortune.
Yeah.
Can I please use fortune?
Please
Yes,
do.
use fortune.
You need all
You
the
can
help
absolutely
right
use the fortune. It's here for a reason.
9. That's better.
Okay, yeah, no. You are cooking along, and like every time like some Dougie like kind of starts to go like he like takes down his headphones. So shh. Puts them back up.
From me
You
or
don't
the
even miss a beat.
librarian?
Yeah, like I mean, like it'll be like Mr. Zanderbuff going by. It'll be like another library aide going by. It'll be another student who's studying for something. He'll like start to take him down. It's just like, hey, so what kind of music are you like into? And like then it'll go to like a slightly wider shot, and there's another student just like inches from him staring at him with the same sort of haggard, I study too much look in their eye, just like
Oh, your people. Your
I'm gonna
tribe.
stab you in the neck if you don't shut up. I'll my bad.
Get blood in the library, I'll kill you. And Xandra just turns and looks at the other student who just threatened Dougie, like,
Aw.
Sorry. It's a long night.
and goes back to study.
Dougie kind of like settles back in, and he's like, he's got a copy of like Catcher in the Rye or something, you know.
Wow.
Fucking loser.
It's just like he's like 2 pages. Actually, he's more than 2 pages into it because you can tell he's kind of not really reading it. He's just like skimming it because he's turning the pages way too fast. So he's about like halfway through the book during all of this.
That's about Catcher
but-
in the Rye.
But you managed to get through a shocking amount of your notes. Like you actually retained a bunch of it. You know, for all that you have been haggard by these people. Xandra's no dummy. Xandra does know her shit at the end of the day, and you find that recreating your notes, you actually like, oh, I knew the subject better than I thought I did. It's not too bad. You come out feeling kind of okay about it. Honestly, the brightest point of your day so far.
Yeah,
Being in
the brightest
here,
point of my day is actually remembering my notes.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
You're sad.
I am.
You have a sad.
RTM, where did you go to rest after all of this?
Yeah, he went to the library.
Oh, he went to. That's right. He went to the library.
Oh, you're the
Shit.
third wheel.
That's right. Part of the way into your day. Actually, I don't even know that you necessarily see him. You're pretty intensely studying.
Oh, she doesn't see him. She'll
RTM,
hear him though.
as you come in, Mr. Zanderbuff just kind of like nods at you and boop, back to his books. Boop.
Walk over to the librarian. I am looking for Xandra Sinclair.
No,
Where might I find her?
No. In the library, we are quiet, okay? Quiet in the library, man.
I'm looking.
No,
What?
don't fake yell, man. Like you just need to speak at a nice, normal, even tone. I know. It's a rough business. You're a teenager. I get it. That shit is hard. But normal talking voice time. Come on. You got it in you, champ. Let's go.
I am looking for Xandra Sinclair.
Right over there, my dude.
Thank you very much.
Okay. No, shh. In fact, he shushes you, and a fucking referee comes over and says, students are asked to remain quiet while in the library for the benefit of others trying to study. Failure to remain quiet may result in academic disciplinary action.
Xandra's pen at this point has gone through the paper she was...
Yeah, you hear Artyom's booming thank you. He's headed your way.
Ah, Xandra, there you...
Dougie just, shh, man.
Xandra,
Twitchy student just gets up and leaves.
Oh, a seat.
Yeah.
I have to show you something.
What?
Whoa, a little forward, bro.
Does anything look off about his arm?
No, looks like his arm.
It was broken. And then... Dragon fixed it. I was wondering if you could take a look, maybe.
Broken?
It was.
You sure it was broken?
It felt very bad.
Where did it feel bad?
My arm.
Give me... you grab his arm and start inspecting it. Give me a medicine. Let's say... I don't want to just give you another standard difficulty, but honestly, yeah, I'm thinking about circumstances and adding and subtracting things in my brain. It really does work out to another standard.
It's fine. That is a success, actually.
Okay.
For the sake of ease of positioning, I'm going to pretend it's this arm.
Yeah, totally. That's fine. Like, yeah. Yeah, RTM, your arm gets poked. It feels fine. It's indeed, actually, it is cute. There is no pain to be had here. This is adorable. Yeah, the skin seems just fine. The bones seem set correctly. The arm is in its socket where it's supposed to be. Strange. You notice that his lower arm's a little bit warmer than his upper arm? That's weird. It's not a massive temperature difference. It's just enough that you notice it because you're paying attention.
Eh?
Why is this part warmer than this part?
I run warm.
That would run towards your core, colder towards your extremities, not the opposite way around.
I've always had warm hands.
Interesting.
But other than that, he seems uninjured.
When you grow up in Russia, warm hands is very useful.
You would think
Dougie's just like looking between the two of you.
Do you know anything about medicine?
Only the stuff that Joey's into.
Yeah. Keeping an eye on that. There's no scarring, no...
Nope. Actually, a caveat. Artyom, do you have any cool scars on your arm? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I was lifting a moderate amount of weight. I wasn't going for any big goals. I was just getting in my usual workout because Prelion was watching. So I began working out.
Wait.
But
the dragon was there watching you work out.
I did say her name correctly, yes?
Did she follow you here?
I do not think so. Do you wish me to find out?
He like pulls his headphones down like all the way again, and just seems to be listening to something and then just kind of like stops paying attention to the two of you and just is like listening to the room. He actually closes his eyes a bit and just seems to be listening to the room.
She was at the gym when I arrived.
Did you interact with anyone else? She was interested in you.
She... Not until she forced the weights down upon my chest.
I'm sorry.
His eyes pop open as he looks at you. How are you alive?
I am strong.
Dougie looks over at you, Xandra.
So in one day, one of the dragons tries to kill my friend with gym equipment, and the other one tries to get us into a fight to get us beaten for his enjoyment. This is... Let's hope the third time isn't the charm.
It was very strange. I saw her again as I was leaving.
Oh, what?
And that is the best part, because the day got even better. Maximo was there.
Xandra's face goes back to being that emotionless, haggard, I'm not looking, like this dead stare at you.
But,
But I need you to take 15 conflict.
I will.
Oh,
but
no.
I have great thing to be adding to message board for when next zine is written. I have hot gossip on the maximum.
Dougie leans forward.
Is it not customary for one who wishes to know gossip to pay?
I mean, that's a little different, though. See, I provide like a special service. This is just between friends. This is just cool. This is just between friends.
If you do share this gossip, you will be
Yeah.
charging twice as much and giving half to our team. Understood?
Absolutely. You know, so long as Dougie gets paid, that's all that matters.
Artyom gets paid.
No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
It
Artyom.
can be.
Don't know about that, Artyom.
Continue, please tell me.
Yes, I do believe that there may have been sparks between Prelion and Maximum.
Isn't he married?
I do believe I walked in on a lover's quarrel.
Oh my
This
God.
will be amazing
Is-
for the scene.
What exactly did he say? He's married.
I can't. I need to take a walk. How do I get out of this chair? How do I get out of this little dome?
My English is poor, remember this. But
Oh, God.
he did say, you do not get to do that to me anymore. You have the rights no longer.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, close enough.
It was very intense. I saw the sparkle. I saw same sparkle that Calamity had in eye when she looked at Alexia in episode 15.
Dare you? Use that against me.
Season 2, episode 15.
I don't think you,
So mad.
I don't think I don't think he should have met the dragon.
He then turned and stormed off as a wounded lover.
Sandra's eye twitches.
This will be great for my next fiction.
And where did this go down?
Outside gym.
Outside the gym. Huh.
Yes.
Dougie just is nodding his head as though, like,
It was very intense. And then
I thought he didn't know the dragons.
it seemed that, trust me, I have seen plenty of these kinds of interactions in many TV
oh
shows.
my God.
This is exactly how it goes down.
I'm in the best kind of hell.
But, and then Prelion spoke to me again before she left.
Oh, okay.
There's more?
Did you ask about what happened with Maximum?
No, I thought it plainly obvious.
Okay.
Dougie, like,
Okay.
stares at you, Sandra.
Okay.
But she gave me very strange. Maybe you can help. Maybe it is American saying. All she said was, if you ever need any help. And then walked away. What does this mean?
If you ever need any help, what? That's not a full sentence.
Exactly! That's what I was concerned. I thought it was a something about a lost. I hear English and then I
Students are asked to
translate.
remain quiet while within the confines of the library so that others may continue. Like, it tries to go on through the spiel, and the librarian comes in with a broom and is swinging at it. And turns to the two of you, shh.
Oh yes. That I believe is.
Sorry.
But I do believe that. I hear the English. I then translate into my head in Russian, and that did not translate well.
Well, okay. So here's maybe a thought. Maybe she meant from her. If you ever need any help from her,
Then why she not say that?
You know, man, like, if I understood anything about the dragons, I would not be here. I would be free from their terrifying reign over our entire species.
Well, this is true. Well, he stands up. I must use the restroom. And-
Students are asked to remain quiet while... Students are asked to remain quiet while within the confines...
Actually do. I'll be right back. You two play nice!
Your friend is really weird. But, I mean, it makes sense that your dad would know the dragons. I mean, he was on the student council.
But he should have graduated the year they just started here. I didn't think that...
Yeah, I think there was like, so they came in the back half of that year. Like, the start of his year here. No, but like the back half of that year, yeah, they showed up and there was just a little bit of overlap between that first graduating student council and the triple triad thread up there. So, in fact, they would have been one of the first people to receive whatever training the student council gets from the dragons, you know?
You wouldn't happen to know more about that?
I mean, just what I've been told. That's nobody's like ever seen him go onto that weird pyramid or anything, but they live here in the school building, right? Instead of over there with the rest of us plebes.
Do you know what that pyramid is?
3-sided, sticking up out of the ground.
Ninja takes a deep breath, goes into her pocket, pulls out a 20, puts it on the table for Dougie. Could you find out?
Dougie kind of like slides the 20 across the table, stuffs it into his jacket. Information gets made when Dougie gets paid. And he stands up and like walks out of the library.
Be careful. He's gone.
He's already got his headphones on and he's just like bopping, just cruising as he walks out.
Since he's not paying attention and she doesn't want to yell past Mr. Zanderbuff, she's just gonna take out her phone and just text "Be careful."
You get back a selfie of him like giving a thumbs up.
Am I in the background of the selfie? Because he's still walking out.
Oh shit! You know what? Yes, actually, you see him. He like looks at his phone. You see, you're like a little tiny blurry you in the background of him just being like, eh.
Oh, look, your first picture together. How romantic.
You can't even tell it's me. It's just a black
Zoom, enhance.
Enhance.
Prints out in like blurry.
Well, that went directions I was not anticipating.
cryptid. I am a cryptid. I don't understand anything about what's happening, and Xandra's sitting here going, I'm just gonna take a break from looking at these notes before my eyes bleed. I'm just gonna go put some books back on the shelves. And she'll go over to Mr. Zanderbuff and start grab some of the books to help him out.
Oh yeah, he starts to shoot and it's like, oh hey, books, shelf please. And you go about the work of shelving the books back onto the bookshelf, while Esme goes about the work of making art in her own artly way. You are not further accosted by Mr. A. Striker. He kind of gives up at that point and is focusing on other students' work for the rest of the
as he's bouncing around the classroom, does he keep his keys on him on like a lanyard?
Oh, they're just in his pocket.
Okay.
Why? What you thinking?
The twinkle of a scavenger. If it was left out, she was possibly tempted to see how easy it is to swipe it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he pocketed him after your brah. He was just like, these go in my pocket, and I'm gonna relock this. A bold gambit, though. I liked it.
Okay. Mental
Okay.
note taken.
Then the class period basically ends without further incident. And that's kind of the school day for y'all. Like at this point, we're getting into the evening, afternoon about time, and your day and time is now at that point at your all your own. We are at present, however, unfortunately, down a player. So since it's a little early, it's only 8:55. 9:55 for those of you in a time zone that actually matters. I feel. Listen, there are 4 time zones. The one that matters, the one that people remember, the one that people don't remember, and the other one that matters but is 4 hours, 3 hours behind. I know where I live. Nobody gives a shit about the central time zone.
No, they don't.
Which is our sign to take a break.
My game nights on Thursdays. Everyone else that I play with is on Central, except for me. So they tell me the Eastern time doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
I
It's
thought
weird.
you said Easter doesn't exist.
I'm sitting there, I was like, it's Eastern
Eastern.
State. No, not the penitentiary. The time zone.
So yes, just as a heads up to our chat, we are now going to take like a quick 5 or so minute break. We come back from our commercial break. So the 3 of you have like finished up that part of your day. What is your next point? It's afternoon. It's fast approaching dinner time. You certainly had made plans to meet up with Monty, but beyond that, it's kind of the ball's kind of in your court at the moment as to where you want to head next. So feel free to discuss or to otherwise plot or plan and or return to your dorm room if you wish.
Well, we were at the library. I went. Artyom got up, went to the restroom. If he came back, would
Dougie is gone from his seat.
Mhm.
But he's gone.
He's gone.
Okay.
He's been paid to find out info.
Okay.
And Xandra is walking around putting books back.
Oh, okay.
Taking a break from the in about 3 hours. Yeah, I could fill a notebook. It's probably like at least one notebook's pretty much done. There's computers in the library if you want to check your GPS stuff. See if your computer's been turned on.
I was going to help you put books away, but you bring up a very good point.
Find your computer, you can find my other notebooks, and I wouldn't have to rewrite my notes, so I'm probably gonna do it anyway.
You are idly holding one of the books from the little cart, and there's just a hand on your shoulder that says, "My guy, what know you of the Dewey Decimal System?" It's the librarian. He just kind of leans down and offers you this way too like bleached teeth white smile. My guy.
To Artyom?
To Artyom. What do you know of Dewey Decimal, my guy?
The fact that the system is based around numbers and that numbers happen to be universal.
Honestly, more than I was expecting, but unless you are, and it kind of takes a finger onto the front of the book. Unless you are intimately familiar with which one goes where, however, you'll just be putting that book right back down. Thank you much. And he walks away.
We get along well. Because I don't put up with this shit.
I'm going to see if I can find my computer on through GPS system.
And then practice punches on a dummy later?
Yes.
Okay.
I must find my computer faster so that we can get to the punching of the dummies.
Properly motivated now.
Tickety-tackety, you find yourself at one of the computers and log into your tracking software. This is not the sort of thing one rolls dice for.
He sends
Before
he looks up the GPS stuff, he will send
sweet child.
a where are you GIF. Like just any GIF of just somebody searching to Esme.
Esme, you get a ping on your phone, and it's just a GIF of a hedgehog popping up out of the ground, and it looks right and left, and then it goes back down again, and then the GIF loops. Artyom has sent you this before.
Sure, Father. Where are you? Marco?
Yep. Once again, I do not know who this Marco is, but I am in the library. And he spells it out, library.
Oh, buddy. Sweet baby.
Esme does a little star and corrects it.
Fuck. I just looked at the chat and somebody wrote down the word the internet, and I have to close the chat now.
Internet.
Hunt for Victor, you're banned.
No pa niet pa ni mayo.
I don't know.
Banned
It sounds like a
forever.
hero to me.
You're banned. Somebody banned that person. Don't really.
Thank you. Zendra is with me.
Don't let her see you misspelled that word.
I misspelled many words. And like at least 2 of the words in that sentence were misspelled. ...
We'll watch more subs later with Monty.
I cannot help it, this is wrong keyboard.
You get the OMW and she's off scurrying to get her way to the
He
library.
knows enough to send K. And now he'll look up his GPS.
Yeah. Tickety tackety, clickety clackety. You log into your tracking software.
Rolling for
and
tackety.
neat as you please, there is a hit.
Oh.
On
I have
school
you
ground.
now. Where is it?
And as you zoom in, you can tell that it's in the main hall, like that south hall area. And you're not sure which floor it's on because it's just sort of from above. But you do know it's where like the history classrooms are. That's the best it can give you. The finest tracking technology Russia has to offer.
In Internet Explorer, he's gonna hit
It's called Edge now.
File, Print
It's true.
Page. He's gonna print page from within the browser.
So you get the top banner, all of the ads, the first half of the map, and then there's a second page that has the rest of the map and a big blank section followed at the very bottom of the URL.
So it was. So if Xandra finishes, she's gonna find Artyom with scotch tape, taping the map together between the 2 pages, lining it up.
I take it you found it.
Yes, I printed out the page. See? His map. Laptop is here.
Oh, Artyom.
What?
Wait, is that in the South Hall?
I believe so, yes. Would you like to go look with me? Once Esme gets here. Although... time may be of the essence.
Yeah, might as well.
Quickly. You message Esme, tell us to meet in hall, and I will go swift like a moose.
Are moose fast?
Deceptively. And then he just starts running.
Xandra will take out her phone and send out a quick text to Esme, and Xandra, like me, uses swipe. So it's all properly spelled and capitalized with punctuation. But it's please meet us in the South Hall. We believe we have a lock on our on the laptop, at least.
You get a picture of Esme gross up face. Recalculating route is what you get. And she turns around from her position where she was walking towards the library, like, and starts making her way towards the South Hall instead.
Yeah, like you'd like gone down some flights of stairs and it's like, back up them again.
you do get an additional text. I checked the art room cabinets. It wasn't there.
RTO will crash into wherever, like, as soon as he can figure out exactly where the dot is, he will crash into there like primitive SpongeBob doing like the...
Let's see here. We're just gonna say a older gentleman. History teachers are always old in my brain. He's gone completely bald. In fact, he shaves his head. Older black guy shaves his head. He kind of like looks up at you. He's got reading glasses on. There's a bunch of students in the middle of a test of some sort.
Oh no.
And he's just, can I help you?
Hold up the sheet of paper. I believe my laptop is in this room.
Professor May was a history teacher.
Has anybody got a laptop for this freshman? No, apparently they're all too busy taking exams. So.
Oh, well, then I will not be a disturbance as I look around.
And he like stands up and like walks over towards you, or you'll leave, or I won't have to have you removed from the classroom.
There is stolen property within your room.
Well, then we'll look after the exam.
It may leave in that time?
Have you stepped into the room, or have you just opened the door?
He's pretty much on the threshold.
Okay, and the man like slides the door shut, or goes to. Actually, he's doing it very slowly. You could stop him if you wished, but he goes to slide the door shut.
But someone may have stolen things and kept it in your room. Are you not concerned for school rules?
I am very concerned with the school rules right now, and I'm also concerned with the freshman who is in here disrupting an important test.
The vice principal, though, told me that I should look.
Oh my god. I swear to god. I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm just gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I would like a fellowship roll of some sort.
Charm?
This feels like charm.
Okay.
Because you're not lying. And it's gonna be opposed.
Not the worst. Oh, it's opposed.
It's gonna be opposed.
By leadership?
By this guy's
Leadership.
good fucking patience. I guess this is his resolve.
Resolve.
Actually. This is his resolve.
How do you say no to the cinnamon roll?
What'd you make?
It's an opposed test, so I succeeded with 7 degrees of success.
Oh man. Okay. That's what's on your tens place?
It's
I
your
believe.
bonus plus the tens place.
Okay. Gotcha. Shit. Yeah. Okay. In that case, this guy only got 6 degrees of success, but he got a 57 and succeeded.
He tried hard.
He kind of like, he grits his teeth, opens the door. 2 minutes, you talk to no one. No one. I'm not playing that game. And he goes back over to his desk.
He will...
2 minutes.
He's gonna start walking around the class.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally getting on his hands and knees.
Uh-huh.
And crawling amongst the desks. What kind of desks? Are we in a lecture hall, or are we in a classroom with desks?
We're in a lecture hall. A lot of the classrooms are lecture hall style.
Okay. So he's going to...
So it's basically like a big bench.
The only words that come out of his mouth are, "Excuse me," as he steps over people.
So, because this is Firebrand Academy, it's a lot of people, like, some of them are moving, like, weaponry out of the way. Like, hey, excuse me, don't touch my cutlass, it has the soul of Grandpa in it, kind of shit.
That's like the quote of the night. I'm sorry. Please write that down.
Don't touch my cutlass.
It has the soul of Grandpa in it.
Not everyone in here is wearing pants. Some of them are wearing skirts, and as a result, like, there's a point where it's just like you're going to look down there and you just catch a boot in the face. It's like, I do not think so, mister.
Oh, I apologize. That is like lovely shade of pink, though.
This is going down. I'm gonna be calling for a second skill roll in a second. I just want to know what Esme and Xandra. What happens?
Do we
with
meet
them?
up
Where
in the
are they?
hallway?
Do we meet up in the hallway in the history?
Yes, the two of you it's the Xandra is walking towards her destination, and Esme is on like the cross hall and goes backs up and sees like there you are.
I was gonna have to go down a different hall again. I couldn't find anybody. Where's Tim?
Probably already there. He said he was gonna be walking as fast as a moose does. So.
I've seen Animal Planet. That's pretty fast.
I need to watch more television.
Well, it's because we were watching some later with Monty, and I was wondering we should like get food and stuff. And did he find it, or do we know where it is?
In this hall, this area, somewhere.
Anywhere.
It could be on the second floor. In fact, if you want to help him look around here, I'll go upstairs and check what's above this area.
I guess. Yeah. Okay.
So each of you are taking a different floor?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the next floor to basically see what is in the area above the history hall.
Okay.
Mainly because I don't want to see Professor May, and she's also a history teacher.
It's true.
We know what your laptop looks like, right? I assume riddled with maximum stickers and...
It's readily
Do you have the printout that you smooth, like, the case on?
He actually, like, taped over the ports and spray painted the thing.
Oh.
Maximum's colors.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
Heaven.
And then he put, the way he taped it, though, it also has, Adidas stripes on it.
Oh my god. You...
Hard box.
Very good kind of hell.
Give
me a scrutinize, RTM. This is at a -20. You are hurried. You are harried. You are not supposed to be in here right now.
Oh, this is -20. All right.
We got fortune.
Got fortune.
We got fortune.
Got fortune.
It ain't gonna matter because that's a crit fail. 77 will do it.
You managed to get to like the end of one row, and the bald history teacher gentleman is like standing there, and like grabs like the shirt collar and kind of pulls up. Is like, all right, you done? Out. If anybody finds anything, we will report it to. And you are?
My name is Artyom Sokolov.
Excellent. Now I know who to complain about. So. We will let you know if we find anything. You will get out of my classroom immediately, or I will have you removed.
I will let you know that I do believe that this is a miscarriage of justice.
He goes over to his desk and like hits a button. Two of the referees zoom into the room. At this point, nobody is taking their test. Everybody is watching what happens, and there's like murmuring going through the room. Leave or they will make you leave.
I am leaving.
Out.
Under protest, but I am leaving.
Out.
He leaves.
And like the two referees just kind of like float around behind you. In fact, actually, they've got their little siren mode on.
Oh no!
One of them's a little red siren, one of them's a little blue siren, and they just kind of like float into the room and then float behind you and follow you out. And as soon as you're out of the room, the sirens drop down and they float off somewhere else. I actually want you to take 2 points of conflict for that, because that was some rough business.
Understandable.
Wow, Artyom. That is a bull in a china
Ejected
shop.
into the hallway we're standing in, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's on floor 2. So Esme went down to floor 1, and Xander went up to floor 3. Is that, if I understand right?
Yeah, if that was in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Xander, you head up to the top floor, where this area is like science labs. It's like chemistry and physics stuff in this general vicinity. What do you do?
Does it look like there's classes going on?
Ah, good eye. Somebody is definitely using the third lab down. First 2 seem empty.
Okay, then I'm gonna check the first 2 first to see if I can't find anyone or anything of the laptops or books.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a scrutinize, but you are going to be at a +10 because you've got all the time in the world. There's nobody here.
Success.
Excellent. You get into that first one. You find yourself some sick Bunsen burners. There are all kinds of rad glassware.
I'm sure I have a class in here.
Tubing. Yeah, totally. This is where you take like chem. And like, yeah, you're familiar with the room. You find a discarded love letter shoved behind like the trash can.
Oh.
I pick it up, go, oh well, and then throw it in the trash. So it's not on the floor behind it.
God, you're made of ice.
It's discarded. It just missed.
Oh.
Yeah, like this room seems clear, clean, and empty. There's honestly not much in here. To the extent that you go to the second room, that one's locked.
Does it look like there's anyone inside it?
No.
Okay. Then I'll go to the third one and I'm gonna knock on the door.
Oh, there's nobody in here, dude.
It's me.
Oh, dude, nice. Come on in, me.
Sandra opens the door and walks in.
Joey is
Wow.
Joey is wearing sunglasses and safety goggles. And has got like rubber gloves up to his shoulder.
Is he cooking?
And there is an array of chemicals in front of him. One of which is currently boiling on a little burner. In like a little like beaker.
Oh shit.
Are you trying to explode it? Does it look like he's trying to explode anything?
Give me an education at standard difficulty.
Wow.
Crit success! I rolled an 11.
You know what? You know what he's making, and it's a mess. Like it looks like what he is doing is just. It looks like he's got like random powders, stuff that's completely inert. He's got acids. He's got bases. He's not mixing anything really. He just like it looks like he's found some chemicals and is just boiling them to see what happens. You see 3 other discarded beakers that are just like burnt and scorched and black, but not like they've overflowed, but like they've sat on a burner too long and whatever was in them cooked off.
You're gonna get yourself killed doing this.
We all gotta go someday, right?
Yeah, not in the middle of science class at school. Xandra's gonna take a look, and if it looked like it was the acid, gonna drop a base in there to neutralize it and turn down the heat of the burner.
What you do? He's like, oh, harsh, mellow. What you need, bro?
Oh my god.
Looking for Artyom's laptop that was stolen and my notebooks. Have you seen anything?
Oh my god. Somebody stole Artyom. That's wicked bummer.
The laptop. I'm sure you understand what the internet is and what you use to access it, Joey.
Someone trying to scoop RTM in the middle of the night.
Yeah, man. The internet. Nah, that's where you hear all kinds of like gnarly stuff. Hey, you think it could have been a ghost?
You too? You...
Okay.
Xandra's
I don't
gonna
really
stop
know what that
talking
means.
to him then, and then just turn and start looking around the room. Be like, alright, you're gonna be of no help to me, and then just walks around to look.
Totally. As you make your way around the room, you're pulling open like drawers on things. You're opening up cabinets. You're moving garbage cans. Yeah, man. It's like, have you heard the story of the ghost of the school?
No, tell me.
No.
All right, man. Okay.
As he's doing this, I'm just still looking.
So okay. Every night, right? Now, you know how there's those service tunnels that run underneath the school? Like where they bring in all like the food and supplies and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Guys that play D&D down there.
Well, they say that on like really clear nights, like when the moon's out and stuff,
See Tom Hanks.
especially after it's rained, you'll see the spirits of the dead. And they move around down there, man. They say sometimes when you go down there, you just hear this lonely howl of like a dead freshman or something. I don't know who it is, man. And you know what else?
No, I don't, Joey. Please tell me. She's still looking around the room.
Okay, okay. You haven't looked back to Joey at any point.
No.
Okay, excellent. I've seen the ghost, dude. His voice gets really low.
At this point, she'll turn around and look over at him.
He's got a flashlight under his face.
No.
He's got his phone. He's got his phone flashed under his face for effect.
Zandra's gonna blink a couple times and then just turn back around and continue looking.
Oh god, it's turned.
What did it look like, Joey?
Well, I don't really know
Oh my god.
because. Yeah, that's right, fuckers. Telling a ghost story now. You best start believing in ghost stories because your GM's telling you one. Wrong game. That'll be for pirates.
Killing me, folks.
So, I kind of. I want you. I know what you're thinking, right? It's like, Joey, were you blazed out of your mind, man? But no, I was sober as a judge that day.
I'm sure you were.
But I wanted to get out and get some air, you know? It was kind of stuffy in the room. And like, it's just kind of nice and quiet outside at night. Anyway, but I saw, I don't know, I think maybe it was a girl, or maybe it was just a person with like long hair, you know? But they were right there, like at the entrance to the tunnels, and they looked so confused. And they looked at me, and man, I just ran.
And security
You can
didn't
ask
stop
anybody.
you.
Huh? What?
And
Sorry?
security didn't stop you, Joey?
Oh man, those little tube dudes. Nah, man, tube dudes can't find me. I'm too slick for tube dudes, but not too slick for ghosts. Anyway, I'm just saying, something weird going on in that tunnel, and it rained today. You be careful. If RTM goes looking down there, might lose more than just his laptop, man. God, my fucking throat.
I appreciate the warning, Joey. Now, do you know how I can get into the lab next door to check it? Because apparently the tracking went off in this area.
I mean, you just like break the lock, bro.
I'm not good at shit like that.
Well, I mean, you just like punch it or whatever. Don't you have like needles? You can just needle the door, right? Hang on, it's cool. You need something broken into, man. Joey's got your back. Not that I'm like some kind of like delinquent or something. It's just that
No, you
hang
only
on.
go out at night and know how to break locks. I mean,
A moment. I just need to double check what his power abilities are, because I think I remember. And it's very important that I don't fuck this up down the line. Here we go. Team 665. Right. Oh yeah, because he has frosted tips.
yeah.
Oh my god.
He goes over to the door and he just like kind of like puts his hands out a little bit, kind of like does a little like twinkly fingers thing. Looks left, looks right, and just at the door, and the lock freezes. And then he just like bonks it with the back of his elbow, and it shatters. And he's like, "Your chariot awaits, milady." I guess it's not really a car, but like,
Oh fuck.
there you go. Don't tell nobody I did this.
I won't tell anyone you did this.
Rock and
Or the
roll.
fact that you're in there potentially causing an explosion for the building. Lord knows there's enough toxic gas in there to... Please don't kill yourself up there.
No, man, I probably should go because you're right. I'm probably gonna end up blowing something up, and like now that you're up here, there'd be like bodies on my conscience, and I cannot have that, man. That is bad karma.
Can you turn off the flame before you go?
Oh, I knew I forgot something. Thanks, dude.
Yep.
He disappears back into the lab.
God.
Fucking Jesse.
All right.
God damn it.
And now I'm gonna look through this second
Voice.
lab.
Give me one more scrutinize.
God
Again, at standard difficulty.
damn it. Fucking Joey. His ghost stories. It's a fail.
Yeah, looks like a
Are you
lab.
okay with me using fortune?
I'm down.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay.
That's a 1.
Woo!
There you go. That's payoff. Is what
Yeah.
that is.
It's not a crit, but
That's
it's
a
definitely
success.
a success.
Because what is? Wait, one's not a crit. I thought like one was like a special one. It has to be doubles, doesn't it?
It has to be
Yeah.
doubles.
If it was
That's
11,
right,
it'd be
okay.
lovely.
11 is technically the highest, the lowest
Yeah,
crit
the
chance
best
you can
crit possible, so to speak.
Yeah.
What do you find in here?
A laptop?
Not. No, you don't find the laptop.
Damn it.
You also really don't find any clues in here either. Honestly, seems like a bust.
Shit. Alright. If that's the case, Sandra will, leaving everything the way it was, close the door again, but go over and just kind of look over in the lab to make sure that the Bunsen burner's off on the chemicals.
It is, and he has hastily thrown a tarp over the entire array. Just like there's just like a fire blanket over the whole thing, but it's not burning. Like there's no gas running.
Okay.
It's all off. But like, it's like I gotta clean this up. Killer.
Yeah. Yep, alright. That's... Sandra's gonna go back down the stairs. Is there any other floors above, or is it just the 3 floors?
Nah, this is it.
Okay.
Back down on the first floor
Okay.
is where we find Esme.
Luther? Gregory? Anybody? Marco!
Sorry,
She's
I
in the
got
middle of the
distracted for some
hallway
reason.
calling, like, just names. This is all hands on deck. You can't touch the deck, but you know what I mean? Somebody?
As you're doing that, like a teacher who's like eating a cruller, just kind of like walking by, is like, "Are you talking to me? Do you need something? Can I help you?"
Have you seen a laptop? It's... What colors?
What are
Maximum's colors?
What are Maximum's colors?
What are Maximum's colors? Yeah, I don't know. If we
I
actually
don't
ever
know.
did.
Guys!
I drew him as a shadow
his-
silhouette.
Would he be
And
a
he's
red, white, and
naked.
blue kind of guy?
Red is the color of heroes in anime.
Okay.
He loves that red.
Sure, you know what? Let's go
Leader.
with red, white, and blue.
Oh,
He is leader red with white and blue accents.
Yep.
Oh god, he's the worst. There you go.
red, white, and blue laptop.
No. Do you need? No, I haven't seen a laptop. You were calling for Luther, but
No.
hi.
Oh, wait. What?
Weren't you? I'm sorry. You were calling for your ghost, right? Did I mishear that?
Yeah, she was, but I got confused because I thought the teacher was like, "Do you need?"
No, the
Luther?"
teacher's basically saying his name is also Luther.
Yeah, I know. She was like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Luther. That's
Oh.
me,
"Oh,
Mr.
hi, I'm Esme." She goes to put her hand out.
He kind of like shifts over to left hand, wipes off the. Oh fuck. Hi. Do I
No,
know
I don't
you?
need you at all. No. It's nice to meet
Oh.
you, though.
Okay.
Yes. She spins around. No, but really, Luther, come on.
Okay, kid. So this section of hallway here, down here on the first floor, is a lot of like faculty stuff. There's a faculty lounge down here. There's a couple of offices, that sort of stuff. There's just mostly like offices and administrative shit on this floor in this area.
Yes, the most covert is now in the staff facilities.
Uh-huh. As you're doing that and you turn around, the Luther you are looking for is like just there.
Thanks. I met you, but not you. Somebody else. Another Luther. It was really weird.
It's not a common name.
I know, right? It's a nice name though.
Thank you.
I need to find something in the rooms, but I can't go in the rooms. But it would make everybody in our room really happy if I could find it, and then I could be like, look me. So could you help me find a red, white, and blue laptop?
Like America.
Yeah. America. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I'll check.
And he. Oh, go ahead.
I'll check the ones that are empty. If you could check the ones that have people in it that I can't go in.
Oh, we gotta stay close though. It's confusing when you're not here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's it.
Okay, I'll stay in the hallway.
Ghosts are rarely happy, my guy.
Listen,
What a happy ghost,
they are
damn
not
it.
happy ghosts.
Nothing about Esme's background is happy.
No.
Esme saw to that when I got Esme's character
Let's play
right.
Wraith the Oblivion, then we can get really joyous.
Oh. Just checking some stuff in my notes real quick. Okay. So you need to have your ghost poke into a room. Your ghost doesn't need a skill check, but it is going to require you to basically do the, I'm going to go stand by the wall I want Luther to walk through. Because he needs to be in range, essentially. Because, like, he like, starts to walk away from you, and, like, just kind of stops and is still until you get close enough to him again, and then he sort of perks back up again. It's like when you're there, he's more there.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, it's not great for him. He's having a bad fucking existence.
Isabel will pull out her sketchbook from art class and then find, like, she's trying to stay out of the way in the hallway. If there's, like, a fountain or anything, she's gonna tuck down
Totally.
low.
There's a drinking fountain for sure.
Yeah, so she's gonna do that and then pull, like, the sketchbook out as if she were to draw, but she's not. But she's tucking behind it, trying to be out of sight.
Okay. So, he just sort of steps through the wall. I want you to give me a stealth. And you're dressed like that in the hallway. And there are kind of people coming and going, and you're trying to be low-key.
Spies wear black.
Spies don't have big, bright blue and purple hair. Why am I
very-
talking to you like
Listen,
you're the player as me? Jesus
Ninjas
Christ.
wear orange, okay?
Oh my god.
Date bayo.
I'm not fighting you. Esme is fighting you. Please don't hurt me. Crit fail instantly.
Anyway, it'll be the whatever the first tier of difficulty is. Instead of -10, please roll your goddamn stealth check.
Okay, -10. Okay.
You just wear orange. Make you wear orange.
I like orange.
Success.
Fabulous.
I
Nobody
like
notices.
orange as the last thing you hear
All
before
you
a TPK is just very strange.
She's hiding behind a wall, and all you see is the little hair dealy bop. Just
Yeah. There's two women are talking to each other. Like two of the teachers that work there are like kind of talking to each other about fucking God knows what. Like they're talking about the latest episode of Does It Fit in Your Head? The amazing new game show that's sweeping the nation. And as they're walking by laughing about that, you kind of scrunch your feet up behind the fountain, and they just walk right on past you. And like as you're looking like that way, Luther's head kind of comes into frame, and he just kind of, not this one, man. I'm sorry, he's turning to Joey for a second there. Not this one, bro. Sorry, fuck my
Oh my
voice.
god, can ghosts take opiates?
He says, no America laptop here.
Okay. Next one.
Next
And
one.
she's gonna like crab scuttle along the wall?
This one, unfortunately, there's a little bench and like a what do you call it? Like a bulletin board full of like events that are going on right now and stuff that you need to be aware of. But there's nothing to really hide behind here. And Luther kind of starts to step through the walls. What's your play here? What's your play?
She's gonna scurry up over to standing. Oh God, my butt! Oh my God! Too much scuttling. And look up at the event board. Flip to a new page in her drawing pad, and look like she's taking notes about the events on the board.
Okay.
Look casual.
Yeah.
She doesn't make
People
that
look-
sound effect out loud. Just to be
Okay,
clear.
that's fine. So you go about your business doing that, and as you're doing that, ooh, who should happen by? Who should happen by?
Please
Let me
no
look at
one
my
happen
notes real
by.
quick. At who I've got that I can pull out of my.
Notes.
Ooh, here we go. We hear your history professor, Professor May, with her dark brown hair and her loose bun, kind of walk up beside you. Is there a reason you're in the faculty hall?
It was really loud in the other hallway, and I was trying to take notes, and this hallway was really quiet.
Give me a guile, because that is a lie.
It's a quiet hall!
It is a quiet hall. And it'll be. In fact, it's actually such a passable lie. Take it at a +10.
Need a 45. Without
Better
my
than mine.
choice.
It's not bad.
That's better than a 35.
Yeah.
I did it.
Holy shit.
I did
Yeah.
it. I did it! I did it! I shouldn't be that surprised. It's okay, Esme, but I believe in myself. Shh.
She kind of leans down and says, if you need to take notes, you should do it somewhere like the library. It's much quieter in there, I hear. And she kind of starts to walk away.
Thanks.
Wait a minute. You're one of Miss Sinclair's friends, aren't you?
Yeah, we sleep in the same room, yeah.
Great. I knew what I was going to say next, and now I don't.
Welcome to Esme's life.
I love her so much. She kind of like blinks at you. Yes, you would if you're share a dorm. Tell me something. And she like comes back over and like sits down on the bench. Tell me, has something been troubling her lately?
Well, we had all our stuff stolen from our room.
You like a prank by one of the other students?
I don't know because there was an error, but our stuff
An
was
error?
stolen, and it was her notes, and she's been trying to remember all her notes and stuff, and she studies really hard, and so she was really upset about that.
I see. And she just kind of sizes you up for a second of just like, and she gets that look in their eye of anyone who talks to you for too long of like, oh, you're one of the weird ones, aren't you? That kind of like disappointing, like, or disappointed, like, not crestfallen, but just like, I was going to take you seriously, but now, no, I'm not going to take you seriously anymore. Okay, well.
Wow.
And then like, as she's kind of looking at you like that, Luther's head kind of comes to the wall and just goes, found it. And he warps back in. Actually, no, he wouldn't warp back in. He would just sort of hang out and just say, found it while he's looking at you. Well, if you could just let her know that her academic situation of late has been falling a bit short of what we were given to understand. This school has a certain prestige to it. You understand, right?
I know that. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
let
Yes,
her
and
know.
Wow.
I think that she's going to really wow you, though. I think if you don't, I think you're being cruel.
found it.
Esme's eyes flip like to the area that Luther occupies, and then back down to the teacher. And when she gets her notes back, she's gonna get the best grade.
Okay, well, if you could just, as a friend, just don't distract her too much. You know, she really does need to focus on her studies. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. And she kind of like turns and like goes into the office area that Luther is sticking out of. Like she opens that door and steps inside and closes it behind her. And Luther just goes, found it.
She like hangs her head. Where is it in there?
Next to a desk on the floor.
Oh no, I hope it's okay.
A drawer. It's inside a drawer.
Oh,
Yeah.
not floor.
Drawer. Like it's inside the desk. I think. It's inside the desk. On the drawer. The bottom drawer. Bottom drawer. Desk. I found it.
Yeah, you did. Esme kind of looks at the faculty door. Is there like a plate that says what the room is? Like, is it somebody's specific room? Is it like a?
No, this is definitely like it's like a bullpen style. You go in there and there's like a bunch of desks and stuff. It's not like a specific office. It's in fact like there's the wall has like a couple of windows, and then it's got like a non-windowed space. That's where like the bulletin board is, and then like a couple more windows on this side. Like the shades are down, and it just has a room number. It's just room like 115. And the shades are down on the window, like the glass window of the door itself as well.
Esme's gonna grab her phone out and start texting to the rest of you. I found the laptop in room 115, but there's a cunt inside and I can't get by.
I know exactly what room that is.
Of course you do. You fucking nerd. Continue.
Oh.
So in Xandra's case, as you're looking at the fucking tarp all over everything, you get that text. Artyom, after you were like ejected from that room, what was your next move after that?
Were there any other lecture halls nearby, or
Totally.
He probably would have been just going from lecture hall to lecture hall.
You get to the second lecture hall, and the moment you open it, there is a woman at a desk and a bunch of people taking tests. Oh, God. And she just like stares at you as if to be like, you're a bit late for the test.
Oh, yes. I am sorry. In Russia, the clocks look a little different. And he walks in, closes the door behind him.
Oh my God. Okay. Then the criminals shoot you, and we have to fucking carve a dick into the inside of your skull.
Yep.
Okay. Players that will do things you won't expect. She just motions you over and like holds up a small like packet of papers.
Takes the test.
Yeah, it's a test. It says
I forgot pencil as well. Could
you're supposed to bring these things, and she like reaches in, opens the drawer of her desk. You're supposed to bring these of your own next time, okay, champ?
Sorry, in Russia we share everything.
Yes, I've heard. It's a strange and wonderful country you've come from. Shuts the drawer. You glance at the front of the test.
Communism is a much better form of governance. Sits down. Puts the paper, and then he's gonna do one of these where he leans down close, but he's actually like looking under all the desks while he's like head down as close to the paper as possible.
Are you trying to answer the test, by the way?
Yeah, what's the test?
The test is on the let me bring up a map of the world just real quick. I need map of Earth. Yeah, map of Earth. It is on the it's on the 20-year unification process of the Great Australian Schism.
He's going to start, for every answer, he's going to write down the name of an Australian animal that pops into his head, but in Cyrillic.
Oh, sweet Christ. As you're doing that, you are looking around the room.
So just look at it quick, write down what the Russian word for kangaroo in Cyrillic. No matter what, like, what was the president's name during this time, he'll put President Kangaroo in Cyrillic, and then just
as you're answering,
koala.
How many people were present for the liberation of Perth? Your phone. Does it just buzz, or does he have like a text tone sound when he gets a text from Esme?
It's an 8-bit version.
Oh God, right, because it's a shitty old flip phone. So yeah, so the entire room. If you're like looking around while you're writing down President like Koala or whatever, and people are like, "Hey, man, hey, don't cheat off my fucking test." And then all of a sudden, the silence you can hear a pin drop in is broken by like, and like 35 heads turn towards you, including the teacher. They're all just staring.
Capitalism is a lie! He gets up and runs.
At the door, and like the camera lingers in, like the door like does the like shut, but then kind of still open a little bit. Just shrugs. It's not wrong. He goes back to like what she's doing while they're taking the test.
Checks his flip phone.
And yeah, it's the text from Esme.
Jesus. You're still getting additional. Now it's the Mrs. May's in there. She yelled at me for being a bad influence on Xandra. What the hell? What's wrong with this lady? Do you think she's this crotchety to everybody? I don't even fucking know what is up with this. But she's in there, and the laptop's in there, and it's just scream where I complain about your teacher. A colorful phrase or two peppered throughout.
OMW.
You get a text that's just ellipses at first, and then you get a second one that says ditto.
The three of you reconvene downstairs.
Yep.
Do you meet up like in front of that office, or do you? Because there's like a common lobby area like down the hall from that. If you wanted somewhere a little more, it wouldn't look weird.
Covert.
Congregating. But it's your call.
Yeah, the common area,
okay.
I guess.
Yeah, there's like some seating around and stuff. You know, it's not quite as nice as the dorms, but because it's mostly meant for through traffic.
Okay, so if you want to like talk to your teacher and then get like verbally whipped by her, if you could lure her out with how bad you are at school lately into a hallway, then what we could go in there when the room is empty. It's on the bottom drawer of the desk. I don't know if it's locked or not, but that's fine because we're gonna break the lock. What?
I've had a really bad day, and if you could refrain from saying those kinds of things about me right now, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Don't worry, we will have that cake later, and it will brighten your day.
I do not want to eat that fucking cake, Artyom.
Whoa. Esme, take 2 conflict.
Sorry, I was just trying to find his
Artyom,
laptop.
take 1.
I want to find the laptop too. But I've also had a really, 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 really bad day today.
I did not realize that so many things had gone wrong today, other than obviously the break into our room, but maybe your notebooks are with laptop, and we will find those and be able to...
I've already started rewriting my notes, and who the hell cares about my diary?
You do?
Not really. It's just a place to vent. I can get a new one.
But it is yours.
I don't go back and reread it. There's nothing in there I want to relive anyway.
But it is yours.
And it is also replaceable.
Oh, well, maybe we will be lucky and find it anyway, and then it can be bright spot in day. Maybe.
I'll take a piss on that statue if you really want. It's better to go on my record than yours. Who cares about my record? Everyone seems to care a lot about yours. That probably sucks. But I'll piss on it and I'll take that hit.
Don't worry about the statue.
Alright.
It's not worth it.
You wait here. You know which drawer is in?
Yeah, I know what drawer it's in.
Okay, follow me.
Where are we going?
To the door.
Room 115.
Room 115's door.
Remember Miss May's in there?
Oh yes. No, I will take care of this.
Okay, so it's on the bottom drawer of the desk?
Yes. Okay. Now.
Am I going with you?
Yes. Well, I wish for you to stand on other side of door.
Alright.
Just behind the near a wall. Yes. Okay. He's gonna go to the
Zandra's just
opposite
sitting
side of the
there.
hallway.
Zandra's sitting there and watching and squinting, but she's gonna get up and walk over.
Oh Christ!
No. She's immediately gonna run over and put her hand on the back of Artyom's shirt and just hold him down.
I have idea. This is going to work fine.
No.
What? Come on.
What?
I want you guys to stay in this school.
But
Yes, I will stay in school.
alright.
Not if
I'm
you're
only
out.
going into that room.
Not if you violently burst into one of the teachers' offices.
Like-
You know what happened to our neighbor, how they got expelled? You think that won't happen to you?
Yes, but that person was horrible racist.
What? That's why they got kicked out?
That might not be why they got kicked out.
I thought it was just because,
I think that is why.
nepotism. Oh.
No, maybe. But this isn't gonna make it any better.
Sandra,
For the audience, RTM's grasp of English is terrible. The man was kicked out because he was a horrifying transphobe. Continue.
exactly. That was the point.
Yeah.
Like
But RTM's grasp of English. Please continue this.
racist, bigot, transphobe. It all kind of
Bad
means
person.
same bad person.
It's
Trash.
Yeah.
Hey, Sandra. Look. Trust me. This is good idea. And you?
I trust you to catch me if I'm falling out of a bunk or if I'm falling in a fight. You really shouldn't fight the doors or the teachers.
No, I'm not going to fight doors or teachers.
You just put on your gloves.
They're very fashionable.
But
thought,
I am not fighting door or teacher. You will see. It will work.
Come on,
I have done this before.
How quiet is this conversation? I now have to ask. So this is at like the level you guys have been talking conversationally?
A little bit more,
Or is it actually being
stage
kept on the down
whispery.
low?
Stage whispery.
A little bit more
Okay.
stage whispery. I see.
Good. Just making sure. Just making sure.
It's.
Then you have not as yet been interrupted.
I do this so you don't have to worry about anything for a day. Okay? I have it covered. Trust me. And hey, it'll be fun.
I don't think this qualifies as fun.
Okay. Here we go.
So what's the play here, Artyom?
Artyom is going to run at the door. About 6 feet from the door, he's going to spin around so that he is back facing towards the door, maintaining momentum, and throw himself backwards into the door.
I thought you said you weren't fighting the door.
Okay. He's not.
He's not.
And
I'm
I
not
see what he's
fighting.
doing, and it's terrifying.
Yep.
Okay, I was standing by the wall like you told me to.
This is going to be an athletics test
Okay.
to make sure. It's gonna be 2 tests, actually. It's gonna be coordination to make sure you don't fuck it up, and then in athletics to make sure you don't hurt yourself doing it.
Okay.
So give me let's go with coordination first. That one will be at a standard, yeah.
I'm going to use a fortune. If
Feel
you're
free.
okay with this.
Sure.
Do it. Why are we doing that?
I don't know why we always do that too.
Do it. Weirdly, it always makes me think of Metal Gear Solid 5, because whenever you want your horse to poop, he says, "Do it."
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what Snake says when he wants the horse to poop. Do it.
So I failed the coordination test.
Did
Okay.
you share with us what we're doing?
Nope.
Then in that case, go ahead and give me the athletics at a -20. Because the
Still
turn
better
did
than the
not.
athletics, than the coordination test.
Jesus.
It's not
Swole.
quite gonna. You're not landing quite how you want to.
Brawn is my thing.
It is. Did you jinx yourself?
No,
Okay, sorry. You were.
but I did fail.
Okay. Oh, buddy. You're running at this door, and then you stop and try to swivel. The problem is that you're a very large boy with a lot of power, but you're not always the most graceful at it. So you go to plant your heel and turn in the like linoleum tile floor, whatever the fuck like kind of floor they got here. Like we'll say it's like linoleum or whatever. I'm trying to think of what they put in schools, and it's like, I don't know. And you heel in and dig into the ground and to a little bit of the concrete underneath, in fact, because you're fucking Artyom Sokolov. But the problem is that as you catch and turn, like the whole apparatus semi-obliterates itself as it goes sideways. Like the linoleum like kind of like pulls up off of the floor. The flooring underneath cracks a bit. There's like a crunch noise as you turn and end up going through the door sideways rather than backwards. It's the pane of glass is like shattered. You're kind of caught on it as you go in through. The door crashes off of its hinges, and you are just ass over tea kettle into the room, cutting yourself on the glass as you drag the door with you as you kind of come to this sliding stop inside the room. And there's like splinters of wood everywhere. Like the whole thing just explodes. And you, oh my God, you need to take some damage.
Okay.
I would like to point out, of all the things that have been broken today, Esme did not do it.
I've never dealt environmental damage before. Is that just like a 1d6 plus a number?
Yes, depending on the it's a d6 for every like height you've fallen.
Okay, got it. You didn't fall really that far. So
There's a fall damage chart in the book if you want me to quick look it
oh
up.
no shit. That would
Yeah, it's
actually-
under hazards and healing.
hazards and healing. Let me go look that up real quick because this is not something I've done yet. So
Those are talents.
hazards and healing. Crashing through doors. Here we go. Falling onto a hard surface. Depending on distance, you suffer damage equal to 1d10 plus the number of yards you fell. Perfect.
There you go.
Da, 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 da. Should you fall farther than Blah, you are incapacitated. Not an issue with Artyom. Oh, that's not a good number to roll for my good boy. My dude, you took 11 damage.
Yeah, take one. I am now lightly injured.
but you have flown through the door into the room, which you have not yet gotten a good look at. But yeah, there's a bunch of desks. There's a handful of faculty in here. Somebody was walking up to the door when it exploded in front of them. And like in this split second of time are in the middle of like dropping a stack of papers. But you're in and you're bleeding.
Good.
Good?
Good, they say. What do you do?
As he lands,
so gracefully. It hurts, by the way. It does not feel great.
he stands up. He slowly brings himself to his feet, bleeding. Did anyone see that?
What? Are like three people are standing up from desks and like, you know, oh my god, are you okay? You know, like that kind of
No,
concerned, like.
Would you help me? I was an undeclared challenge. Someone threw me through a door. He was about this big, strong. I did not catch. Look at him.
Give me a guile. And give it to, weirdly, give me this guile at a plus 10%. You get a little bonus here. This is actually pretty convincing, honestly. This is a solid lie. In fact, the person that dropped the stack of papers is Luther from earlier.
Oh, God. You want your consent?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry I asked you to roll dice with those gloves on.
That's a 77.
Oh, fuck. Mr. Luther, man. I took Luther as his first name. He's Mr. Luther, fuck it. Mr. Luther is like at the door, and like he kind of like he's like in a flash he's at that doorway, and he's looking around, and he just sees Esme standing there, and sees where was remind me where Xandra was in this whole situation?
Across the hallway, trying to hold him back.
He just comes out and he sees the two of you, and like looks back, like, you know, back at Artyom, and it's just, you two, do not move.
I'm confused.
And like he pulls out a phone and he is like dialing something. He like dials something, and then like three of those little of the referees with little sirens on their heads come shooting down the hallway this direction. What do you do?
Stay where I am.
Standing there, how?
They're minor cuts, but like it's not like a gusher or anything. It's just like, but there was glass and you cut yourself on it.
How many desks are there around me?
Questions you ask in a role-playing game. Immediately to your, let's see, you bashed into the room and kind of turned, and then turned back this way. Immediately to your right, there are two desks kind of side by side. There are two other desks basically on the opposite side. Again, it's like a bullpen kind of situation. Any anime you've ever seen where they've gone to the teacher's lounge, it's like that kind of a setup in here. Like the walls are lined with like cabinets full of like documents and stuff. There's computers obviously like on all the desks and stuff. And yeah, there's two. The one closest to the door, that one is occupied by a let's say a blonde gentleman. The other one is unoccupied. The rest of the desks are beyond that.
So, looking to Esme, just, and then eyeballing the different desks.
Luther just said the desk drawer, the bottom desk drawer is the only thing Luther said.
He's really hurt. No, I'm not staying here. He's hurt.
No, you whatever you two did to him, you stay here.
They did not do anything to me.
We're gonna get you to.
That's horrible. Wait, are you discriminating against me because you know my background? She starts raising her voice really loud. That's really not cool. The fact that I'm a lost child against me, and I'm really tired of it. My friend's bleeding right there, and you don't even care because you're just gonna put it on me. Wow, I can't wait to tell everyone about what kind of horrible staff this place has.
She's you are like RTM. The at that point the referees have arrived. And this guy's just like, I need you to take him to the medical facility. Go see the nurse's office. He's bleeding and hurt. These two, as I suddenly stop and realize, shit, I have no idea where they would keep kids who have done a serious naughty at Firebrand Academy, which I should have thought about ahead of time because I have player characters. Oh, go ahead. Actually, because I know what they would do, but go ahead.
Okay. They were not part of the situation.
Two of them, escort them back to their dorm rooms. I will be reporting this.
They're witnesses.
Zandra's head is literally just in her hands as she's just staring at the ground.
Oh, now you want to ask what happened. I'm sorry, a minute ago you just assumed because I looked weird that I was the problem. You want to hear? Because there was a really scary dude.
Okay, no. You two, back to your rooms. And he turns back to RTM. Yeah, sorry. What's your name? We need to get you treated.
Dougie.
Okay, Dougie. Were those two bullying you?
Oh my god.
No! I told you what happened.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You can talk. And like the two the two referees, like they've deployed their little arms and are trying to like sort of scoosh the two of both Xandra and Esme like away and back towards like the entryway. Like,
yep, no,
please come with us.
Xandra's going. She just has this air about her that is just defeated right now.
No, Esme tries to grab one of the little wraps by the little tube face and shove her face close to it and be like, I want to see the vice principal because we were helping and there's discrimination, and she's just like shoving her face really close to
as
it.
you try to get close to this thing, like it backs up and then like plants its hand on your face, just like just to like please do not touch the referee. The students are asked to refrain from touching the referees.
Don't touch
Doing
the
so
students!
could result in disciplinary action. Please return to your room.
She crosses her arm and stands there.
Xandra's walking.
Oh, Xandra.
I'm so sorry.
No, as you get to the end of the hallway, and it feels like the lights in here get dimmer. Esme, you notice this too. In fact, your like whole screed kind of starts to taper off, and like that just happens. RTM, you in the other room kind of notice it, and everyone else in the room, like they kind of just stop and turn, and it's like the hair on the back of your neck, on the back of everyone's neck, kind of stands up. And Xandra, I must call you Zarya. Jesus, too much Russian. Xandra.
Agon po gotovnosti.
I'm so happy right now.
No, serious time. Scary times. Scary things are happening. I actually need to bring up my notes to make sure I describe him properly. Here we go. Stepping around the corner. At least you think he stepped. Did he fly? Did he glide? He's just kind of there very suddenly. There is a man, a pale fellow with long silver hair pulled back into a low ponytail. He's got a very like pointed features, and he's got these really, really expensive looking suit on. It's this gray suit.
Oh no.
And he's wearing little glasses. Not like reading tiny glasses, but like just these very like wireframe intense glasses.
Oh shit.
I need each of you, because like you don't get a roll when it's Memneth, the principal of the school. Each of you just takes a hit of conflict.
Nope, I've met him before. This is...
It just happens.
I was in a better mood before, if I'm honest. I feel as though it's different.
He turns the corner. Luther was there during this, and then like as Memneth comes around the corner, Luther just sort of like from front to back, like he'd been hit by a blast wave of something, just kind of evaporates, just and he's gone. Memneth stands at the end of the hallway, looks down at you very briefly, Xandra, and then back up at the hallway, and just says, "What is the meaning of this?"
Oh, fuck.
I'm giving the players an opportunity to answer here before an NPC does. But if you say nothing, I can have someone jump in.
Items stolen for a room were tracked to this location. Xandra's flat out just telling the truth. Just looking down, not even looking him in the eye.
Wow. Damn. Straight up the truth.
Mm-hmm.
What items?
A laptop. From our dorm.
He steps past you, and it is like it's like someone walking across your grave. Like it's just this chill runs down your spine. The air is almost electric. Like it's like when there's everything's kind of static electricity, except that there's nothing shocking you exactly. Again, hairs just kind of raise and fall on their own as this guy passes.
It doesn't feel like my static electricity, which feels
No.
fuzzy to me.
This feels bad. Esme, this giant scary fucking dude is like walking over to where you are. And he just pushes the Jesus. Referee, he just sort of pushes the referee aside. Explain.
Someone stole our stuff and it's in the room?
He glances up, looks past you at Artyom.
He went to get it.
Bloody
Glances
hand.
down at the doors and looks at you. Why are you injured?
I fell through the door.
Be honest, it wasn't controlled, so it is a fall.
Yeah, no, he just sort of like cocks his head in this very like weird, almost like lizard like. How?
In my exuberance to enter the room, I tripped.
Leave. He just like points at you and just like gestures with his hand.
Goes to take a step. Stops. There is something very important here that I wish to retrieve before leaving, sir.
Explain.
He reaches into his gi and pulls out the crumpled up map that has Artyom sweat on it.
Memorabilia.
It's
Open-
in Memnet's hand.
Oh. This is GPS locator on my laptop. It had very personal things on it, and it was stolen from our room. We attempted to find out what maybe referees could tell us about what happened, but referees said there was error for that time that was stolen.
Asterol's crunched it.
He like as you're saying that, like in white flame, the map just kind of disappears. Error.
Yes.
Explain this error.
We asked...
And he takes like 3 steps like closer to you. Like he is like a foot away from you now.
It was referee 969, I believe, who told us that the time period that we wanted to know about concerning our room simply said error. And could not find the data of what had happened. Yes?
And he just like stares like kind of into the middle distance for a second for a long time, and the air is heavy.
Xandra hasn't moved from her position at the end of the hall where she started walking away.
None of the faculty, like some of them were in a state of like I'm half getting up. They like haven't put their butts back down into chairs. They haven't stood all the way up. They are just like frozen in place. Luther is the first one to kind of break the silence and say, sir, this kid, he's obviously hurt. We should probably get him out of here. And like Memneth doesn't even like, he just kind of like raises a hand to him while he's looking the other direction. Your property is within this place.
I have very reliable source, as well as GPS.
Where?
They said it was bottom drawer of...
And he closes his fist, and the drawers, the desks just open.
Oh. Do I have permission to go find it?
What does it look like?
It is a red laptop with blue...
And he walks over. He's like walking away from you, goes down a couple rows and over to one of the desks, reaches down and just produces it.
That is it. Yes.
He walks over and like holds it out to you, like drops it into your hands.
Thank you.
You have your laptop.
Thank you, sir. It was...
Whose desk was this? And as he points to the desk and he looks around the room.
Oh, fuck.
And in the back of the room, over by where the coffee machine was, Professor May goes completely fucking pale. And like drops her mug. And Luther just kind of like looks back over at her. Like everybody in the room is looking back over at her now. And she just like, she can't find words. She's just like sort of choking to find words. I've never seen, this is some kind of mistake. And Memneth goes, like, walks over to where she is. And, like, the room was kind of dark when he entered. It gets much darker in the room. Not, like, pitch black, but, like, even with the sun out, it's weird. It's like somebody, turned shades on in this place. And, like, the lights dim to where they're, like... And he says something, and you're not sure what it is. And then he turns on his heel and walks out. And she's just got tears streaming down her face. And he makes his way back. Actually, no, as he starts to leave the room, he sort of, you can tell he's addressing the three of you, but he doesn't really say this at you. He just sort of says it into the air. The issue is resolved. You will remove yourself from these premises.
Yes, sir, immediately. Let's go.
Let's bring you to the nurse's office.
Yes,
He's like not paying any attention to you as he like walks away.
Wow. Wow.
Xandra just continues walking from where she was at the end of the hallway.
Artyom, as you leave, there's just like people like going, oh man, we got to make phone calls. Like, what did you do? What just happened? Like, there's a guy like already on the phone, like, talking to vice principal I friggin' lost his name.
Fryer.
Holy Fryer, thank you. It's like, yeah, like Fryer, we need to talk. Yes, the principal was here. Yeah, I know. And yeah, your history professor is just sort of back there on the floor, just like, no, there's some mistake. No, this isn't right. No, this is, and she's just like muttering to herself, just like this manic muttering. Like, as she makes her way over to her desk and is like looking through it.
We will have to ask Professor why she had my laptop at some other time. For now, let's catch up to Xandra and get to nurse's office, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
And then
run over to catch up with Xandra.
For sure.
Xandra? Hey. Found laptop! Yeah.
Sandra's gonna reach over, and there's just a couple of sharp jabs as I use bind wounds while I'm walking, because it costs 1 AP. So I just hit a couple of pressure points, and you no longer feel like you're in any pain, but I just continue walking, not saying a word.
hey, but the really nasty lady's crying. Do you want to watch her cry? She seems sad.
Yeah, I do not think that is way most people get happier. What? Xandra, do you want to talk about day? You said it was really bad.
I want to go lay down.
Yes, we can go to dorm room, since I do not need to go to nurse's office, since you have staunch bleeding with punches.
You feel like $1 million.
This is very strong technique.
Well, physically, you feel like $1 million. Your soul feels like it's starving. It's
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
It's a weird sensation.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I do not want to leave you this way.
I'm going back to the room. You have full permission to enter it. It is your dorm as well.
Yes, it is. But I also wanted to make sure you're okay.
I really, really don't wish to talk about today.
Today seems like it was bad day, and sometimes talking about it makes feel better.
Let's see. I shushed a dragon
That was cool.
who had expectations of me.
That's really cool.
I'm just walking at this point, talking into the open air in front of me as I'm going.
As you go out that front door, there's that fucking statue again.
Oh god. I had to see him. Our room was broken into. I snapped your figure in half again. I was forced to fight. I had to see another one of the dragons. I had to stop someone from burning down the school. I didn't have alone time in the library. Everyone keeps trying to talk to me. And apparently my father still hasn't left the school premises. And I'm going... And now I just saw the third dragon and you just shoved yourself through a fucking door after I asked you to stop. I need to go lay down.
Hey, but we got the laptop, and I got the Etch-a-Sketch, which means naturally we're gonna find your stuff soon too.
I'm in the process of rewriting them. I don't care.
Is there anything that we can do?
You're at the front of the dorms by now.
Try to keep us from getting kicked out. I need to be able to stay at the school.
Yes, of course. You're not close to getting kicked out.
Honestly,
You
it's
keep
good.
busting through doors.
No, but it makes you look better, right? Because just like the staff said, no one expects anything from at least this side of things, and they think I distract you, which means so if you have a bad day, just put it on me, right? So if we cause a lot
I'm
of
not
trouble,
going to blame my shortcomings on someone else.
is no shortcomings.
If I fail at something, yes, it is.
Opening the door, coming out of the dorm, you see Monty. He's just, oh, you three, excellent. I was looking for you two, actually. Anime night, yes?
Hey, I was wondering if you could take Snow Day for that.
No, watch your anime.
yes.
I've seen it before. I'm not going to watch it anymore.
Well, no, I want to spend night hanging out with you instead. And I know you have seen already, so we do not have to watch it.
You could join us. I mean, watch anime with us.
We watch something other than that.
Well, there's a lot of anime, right? So
I wouldn't know. I'm pretty new to it. Is there a lot of anime?
Yes. I could pull something up.
Something without maximum.
I do not have DVDs of those things, but maybe we can.
Dougie is coming the other direction from outside. Hey, are we all just like hanging out in front of the dorm? Is this like the cool kids spot now? Cause
yeah, it is.
this is kind of cool. Like he's not very comfortable, but like,
Hey, Dougie.
Yeah.
Could you do me a big favor?
I mean, hey, I like doing people favors.
This is good. Leave.
Wait, no, he could watch it with us.
We're watching something?
Anime. We're having an anime club
I gotta
meeting.
go.
No, it's the first meeting of the.
No, I got a thing.
I'm watching it.
Yeah?
Oh fuck.
Okay, that's cool.
Clubs
I'll take as many distractions as possible, because apparently I'm going to get one either way.
Hey, Dougie knows all about distractions, baby. And he like kind of taps the sides of his headphones. Like, I know all about it. That sounded kind of creepy, actually. I did not mean that way. That was supposed to come off as smooth and like, oh, dude, you need something to get smooth with?
Yeah, let us all watch something.
With snacks.
Oh, yeah. I really use Joey's. You're not even sure how Joey got there. He's just there. He's just there sitting next to Esme. Hey.
Teleporting stoner.
Dude, yeah.
How does Joey even get anywhere?
That's what I've been looking for.
I don't know,
Hey,
but
she was
apparently
saying-
he can break locks really easily.
Yeah, because you get free stuff. Hey, you're that cool girl, right? Like he's talking to Esme. You're that cool girl that like is into ghosts, right?
I'm not into them unless sometimes they occupy the same space as me. Then they're into
Righteous.
me.
Like spirit possession, right?
Well, no, I don't think that that would be really rude of them, but I don't think they've done that yet.
Ow.
I don't think.
Because the super intense chick over there was telling me that like you knew about ghosts, and let me tell you, hang on. I can tell you about some ghosts, dude. And like he's talking about that, friggin' Dougie's over there like. So I mean, like like if you've had like a really tense day or something, like I was reading this thing about like shiatsu, and it's like this technique, right? Like there's this upperclassman dude, this senior, and he's going off on down that trail. Monty's like, guys, I don't really think we're supposed to be out here blocking the entryway. I really think we should probably go inside. It's just this like mess of people talking, which then it starts to accrete other people who are just like now stopping to see why there's a group forming here.
Yeah, maybe we should all go up to 6th floor and watch something. Yes, you do that now.
Who's getting snacks?
There's a cake in the room.
We have cake, but we need more than just cake. Cake's not gonna feed everybody. Look.
Oh yeah, Dougie gets cake twice. Here we go. Oh, fuck, I
Sorry.
didn't think about that. I was talking about the other cake at the beginning of the episode.
No, he was. You were. That's right.
This
No,
is
you're
the
right.
gift that keeps giving.
You right.
I'm so sorry. That's not how I meant that.
Hey, 18 plus, everybody.
18 plus.
Yes, I will find something. What are you feeling?
Anything without.
Actually, so as you try to herd cats, Artyom, I would like a leadership check.
We're gonna have a sleepover. We're gonna have a party.
Remember, you all live in a dorm.
It's special when it's other people.
Crit success.
We're gonna have a sleepover.
Everybody stops and turns and says, "Wait, you got cake?" Including like these two random girls that had stopped by as part of this whole like gathering.
What we can go get cake. But I do not think we shall make sure to go get cake. We send someone to cafeteria to acquire cakes.
And the whole crowd goes, "Woo!"
Yes.
You have them wrapped now. They will do whatever the fuck you tell them to do.
Okay. Doggy and he points to the two extra girls that just kind of showed up. And you
Betty and Veronica. Fuck it. I don't know,
Betty, Veronica, Jughead, you three go get cake from cafeteria.
Okay. She takes off like Kermit, just like. Meow. We're gonna get cake. Let's get cake. Let's get cake.
6th floor. Okay. Everyone else, we go up to 6th floor. Xander, you help me pick out the show.
I don't think anyone would want to watch what I want to watch.
What do you want to watch?
Something very horrific, horrifying, bloody.
Horror? You like? Let's watch a bunch of trauma films.
Jesus Christ.
Like
They have horror anime, right?
Mansquito. Let's just watch some Mansquito. And like, I was a teenage placenta. I saw that on Amazon, and I didn't get to watch it. But like, I was watching a lot of TV at the time, catching up, and I didn't get.
Wasn't
to that
there
one.
also Mansquitos?
Yeah. I wanted to see Mansquito still.
Isn't there a horror anime?
Horror anime.
You
Yes.
could watch that instead of those weird movies from like 50 years ago.
Oh,
I do.
I'm still catching.
I
up.
have
Hold
one. I have solution. I do have one. If you do not mind watching subtitles, that way, you would not have to hear maximum.
That could work.
But I have very good horror-oriented one. It is about a young girl who wakes up in facility. And she has very strong mental powers and pink hair.
I don't like that one.
Why do you not like that one?
It doesn't sound like horror. I don't like it.
People explode
People explode.
because she thinks it.
You make a really strong argument.
we cut to this gaggle of teenagers watching this hyper-violent Akira knockoff.
I was describing Elfenlight, but okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. You guys watch Elfenlied, basically. It's she has pink hair. It's true. If only we all had that power, honestly. And so a different cake is acquired than the one that is up in y'all's room. And you collect like a gathering of people from floor 6 they just kind of get together, and there's this little gaggle of nerds, like the guy from like way back. He wasn't in the pilot. I think he was in episode 1, the fucking subs versus dubs guy.
Oh
Like-
my god. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
subs
God.
versus dubs guy is like there, and he's like, yeah, See, you can tell that there's a difference, right? Because like when he's talking to that person, like he uses san, but it's like sama when he's talking to that person. That means it's respect. Like it's that kind of shit the whole time. At one point, fucking Joey's like, dude, Harshimamela, dude. Dougie, wherever Xandra is, Dougie plants his butt right next, like right down, like boom, nearby, unless he gets like a really prickly vibe, in which case he will like slowly give room.
No, Xandra probably gave in. It has absolutely no willpower at this point and gave in to wearing a kigu.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So is wearing a raccoon kigu from this one.
Ah, okay.
So it's a raccoon, and she's just sitting there like, just curled up around her own legs, just a chin planted on her knees, just watching the TV. Not eating any cake or anything like that, just...
I mean, you guys do have that a beanbag chair as well, I will say.
Mhm.
But otherwise, there are like sofas. There's like, you know, it's a big open area.
Just seeing Dougie doing that, getting close, just lean in, tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah. He takes his headphones off. Yeah.
If you do anything to hurt Xandra,
No. What? No.
I will make sure
No, man.
that you never feel things ever again.
Dougie gets paid is not like a euphemism for something. It means I literally get money.
Dougie will get
fucking
hurt.
Creeper, man.
Just letting you know.
No, it's cool. Like, okay, Alpha Dog, I get it. Like, listen, he actually like kind of pulls. He like looks like pulls his headphones down, like pulls you in real close. Like, dude, have you got like a thing for her? Because like, I won't be like, if you want me to back off, like it's cool. She seems great, and you don't. If you've got a thing for her, it's hey.
I do have thing for her. It is
Okay.
great respect and
well,
good friendship.
Oh my god, you were so Russian, and like on the one hand, I want to give you a big fucking like kiss on the forehead for how Russian you are, but at the same time, you are so goddamn aggravating. My dude, I'm talking about like, and he like looks at the group and like looks. Do you want to get together with her? Do you want to? Man, there's no genteel way of saying like, do you want to get down in her party town? All right. That's what I'm trying to figure out here, because like I can't tell if this is like some don't come home with my daughter after midnight shit, or if it's some like get off my turf shit. Either way, whatever this weird alpha male energy shit you got going on, like I'm not a threat to her or to you, but I can just like leave if you guys have a thing.
No, I'm just informing you
Alright.
of the fact that if I find out that she is displeased with your interactions, there will be consequences.
Okay. It's weird.
That's all
cool
it
here.
is.
Okay. We're cool here, man.
Yes, we are very, very much cold.
Like Siberian, you know, so cool.
Yes.
That's the thing in Russia. Putting
I'm
us
aware.
in USSR. That's you and me, man.
Oh, I want to die.
It is all right, comrade. And just slap him. Like
Actually,
one of those.
if you go to slap him, make me a coordination test at -20.
Squirrely little bastard.
Yep.
Nimble. It's a nice.
This is
way
him
of putting it.
distracted even.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah. Your hand passes through air. He's just like before you like he's gone so quickly and so like in ahead of where you might as well have been telegraphing it from back here.
Yeah.
It's what it was like for him. He's just out of the way. I don't know why we're hitting each other now, but okay.
I wasn't going to be hitting you. I was giving you a friendly slap on the back.
Oh. Yeah, I get it. All right. And he puts his headphones back on.
As soon as Artyom leans over, Xandra, who is right next to them the entire time, just staring wide-eyed at the TV because she heard everything.
fuck?
just leans over to Dougie, pulls his headphones back, and goes, "He's gay," and snaps the headphones back onto his head. And leans back into her spot and stares at the TV.
That Dougie does not dodge because he sees you coming for him and wow, moving towards him, and yeah, just like that's cool. Oh, so that's my brother. It's cool. We're cool here. Now I have to ask if Esme is doing anything of note.
She's been milling around trying to take selfies with everybody, or not taking selfies when they look really weird about it, and she edges away and then goes to the corner of the room and takes a picture of the entire group together anyway. And is just taking little pictures of people doing things and filling up her fucking phone with just...
Yeah, you take both Brooke and, forgot his name.
Gregory?
Gregory, yeah, that's what it was.
Both Gregory. Hey.
Yeah, both Gregory and Brooke are like sitting in front of the TV watching the show. You go to take a picture of them, but there's nothing in the photo.
I guess not every memory I get to record.
Isn't this a bit violent for them?
Really? Really, Luther? Considering?
Jesus fuck. Sorry.
You watched Brooke melt on a floor and sit there for 2 weeks, and you think this is gonna scare her?
As you say that, Betty and Veronica kind of turn. What's her deal? I don't want to know. The night proceeds apace. The three of you, unless you have something else you want to do tonight, I presume go to bed. Or go to your room or something, basically. Yeah,
go to the room.
The night goes on. Like, it's a Friday night, so people are up late.
Would Joey have told them the story about the ghosts in the tunnels when he went to the horror story thing?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
He would have, he would have relayed that whole,
into the
like...
tunnels.
I'm not sneaking, no.
No, let's sneak into the tunnels!
No, we have important thing to do tonight. You and I have very important thing to do tonight.
What? Is it sneak into the tunnels?
No. You will come.
All right.
So, and when the anime dies down,
Yeah.
that rowdy anime party.
That rowdy anime party.
we need to go back to a room. I need to take medication, and then we must do. So, picking up two of them, and heading back to the dorm. He'll go and take his rather. I don't think he has one of the punch ones. He's got like old school syringe.
Ooh.
Oh wow! I was about to say, like, does he have like a fucking hypo spray thing? Because it's, I don't know. I thought you went the other direction where it's like an old timey one.
It's a syringe, you know.
Okay.
He
What's he do with it?
actually pulls out a little bottle of clear fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Draws maybe like 20 milliliters out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're watching him closely, it's just
like, yeah.
Excuse me.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you diabetic?
No.
We did eat a lot of cake.
It's just medication.
Normally medications are in pills, honey.
It's it is rejection medication, okay? Puts stuff
Antipsychotics?
away. No.
Oh, you have an implant.
Yes, I had transplant at one point in life.
Okay, I won't ask questions.
Puts it away in his got a little bag. Okay. Walks over to desk. Opens up cake box. We must have cake. This cake. We shall have. You do not have to have. You bought for us. We will have the cake.
Enjoy it.
Cuts a couple pieces. Thank you.
It is the one from the magazine. It's not a replica.
Taste. On point.
What
Same
can you
as you.
compare it to, my friend?
No. I'm asking
Oh.
the GM. Is
Sorry, I got so enraptured watching these beautiful children eat cake, and I'm sitting here thinking like, shit, how do I wrap this up? Sorry. So what question did you actually ask there?
I was asking if it's basically the same. I didn't.
Yes.
Didn't want to
Yeah.
make the assumption.
Yes. It is the same. Apologies, my ears starting to act up. I can barely hear.
Oh, it really is. How did you get your hands on one?
Have connection.
You used your last name, didn't you?
Yes.
That must come in handy sometimes.
Yep.
It is fantastic. And I will tell you this. This one is better. And he'll finish the cake.
Yeah. It's late. People slowly disperse because it's a Friday night, and people are going to be up, but not supposed to be too rowdy late in the dorms. And eventually, the referees have to come and kind of shoo people away. And as the lights go out in the room, and the three of you in your various ways and means kind of turn in for the night. It's been a long, long day. We see the clouds, the night sky clouds, as the last of the storm has kind of completely bled off at this point, and it's beginning to clear up a bit again. We see the moon slowly kind of revealing itself out from behind the dark, wispy clouds, and we see the grounds of the school and the road from the faculty area, from the garage that leads up and into the lower loading bay underneath the school, that kind of service tunnel area. We see from that direction a faint bluish green glow. And then it's gone. And then we cut, because that is where we're going to wrap for tonight's episode.
Guys, I'm so glad the day is done.
Class dismissed.
That day is over.
The longest day. I should actually say, since we've been forgetting to do this on stream, we always end up doing it after stream, because all four of us go, oh right, we're supposed to deal with that. Your conflict thing, that whole mechanic.
We all have to roll conflict now.
Yes, so they all have to now roll a d20, and they are looking to
D10.
roll
D10.
D20, Jesus. And roll over the amount of conflict that they've generated.
If I get exactly the amount,
You have to roll over it.
You have to roll over it.
Yep.
I
So
take
you
it then.
take one.
So you take a point of flaw, I believe it's called?
You take a point of flaw.
Guys, guess what? I also take a point of flaw. I only had 2 conflict.
And I take one as well.
Oh,
Oh,
solidarity.
I'm
So-
sorry, guys. I think I caused that.
Oh no,
I snapped at you fuckers.
there's some baggage. It's fine. We all brought
Yeah,
it.
so basically it's essentially there's like a meter that goes off in 2 different directions, towards your flaw and towards your, what's the good
Belief.
one? Belief.
Your core belief
when
and your
those
inner
meters
flaw.
fill up, good or bad things basically happen. And I believe it has to hit 9 to top out?
Once you fill up, once you
Hit 10.
hit 10. So
Hit 10, okay.
you fill up 9, and once you're full, if you do it again, for flaws, you gain a trauma associated with the event that caused you to go over.
Yeah.
And you reset your ranks.
Grim and perilous, as they say.
If you
I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my players, of course, for being here and for continuing to be just So that'll be back, returning to its usual time slot, place, and proud glory. I don't know. I'm trying to say something nice about Zed, but you know.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus! Fuck!
I'm sorry, Zed.
Did I use up all our nice for the night?
Last time I spoke to him, he got like weirdly aggro on me, so but like not in a real way. So I'm getting weirdly aggro on him, but not in a real way. Anyway, my
Friendship.
part of tonight hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
We fade back up on the room. Everybody's asleep. Do any of you snore? Is it loud?
Probably.
Ow, actually. Fuck.
Oh god, sleep apnea!
Sorry, I gave myself sleep apnea. It's a gentler night than most for good Artyom as he saws logs from his bottom bunk.
Yeah.
We see the little shh of the fucking his
Sheet moving in and out.
sheet. And we push past the empty cake container that's been like opened up, and there's utensils and what have you.
Guys, demolish
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, just wrecked shit on that thing. Push past it over to Esme's bunk, where she's kind of got the Etch-a-Sketch pulled up close to her. And as she's sleeping, you see on the inside of the Etch-a-Sketch these like little dots, like there's someone or something inside, little points that then just rake down like a hand inside the ball, just like whoosh, like it raked a line through the sand. And that is the end. Thank you very much, everyone. Again, for joining us. I would like to do a little once more around the bend, starting with the confused one over. I think I don't remember which direction Kita is, but I've been joined by
Cake.
Conry.
Cassandra Lee.
I am, of course, still Fox, and I'm reminding you, my good friends, to always stay evil. Good night, everybody.
The